Oh my God. I think, Tom, we're probably live right now. But of course, chat will let me know. What is up, everybody? I've got it paused on a very funny screen from this hype video. Somebody's screaming. I didn't even realize. I'm going to turn it back over to this. How's everybody doing? Today, we're hanging out to watch Gamescom opening night live. Okay, chat is coming in. I'm seeing some yo's. I'm seeing some hays. Hello, chat. I hope everybody is doing well. So we're going to be watching Gamescom's opening night live here. Trish should be joining us at some point in Tim. But for now, you've got me. I'm Jake. Hello. If you've never seen me before, this is in fact who I am. And we've got Tom right below me. Tom, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, but wait, how do we know it's not just Jack pretending to be Jake?
How do you know? You can never know. You can never know for sure. But I like to think that we have such starkly different essences that nobody would ever make the mistake. Frankly, I don't see the resemblance between me and Jack, but everybody says it, so I just go with it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally different person.
Right.
Really.
But chat, I want to know from you as we kick things off here, getting ready for the opening night live pre-show in Gamescom. We got about 11 minutes until no, I'm way off. The timer is right next to me. It says 16 minutes. We have 16 minutes until this kicks off. I want to know from chat what you are hoping to see in this thing. Because frankly, I don't even know what I'm supposed to want to see in this. I'm just going in ready to take in whatever sweet Jeff Keighley has to show me. There are a couple of things I don't think are going to be here, but I'm hoping for regardless. But oh my God, TVNR Steve in the chat says Mario Kart Wave 6. I don't know, but guys, no, it's chat's filling up with Nintendo. I don't know, no. It's
Hey, Jake.
Yeah.
The Nintendo's, maybe they're gonna have a commercial or something, or maybe the Martinet announcement the other day, because you're going to be hearing a lot more Wonder soon. Who knows?
Okay, now I got something for you. Yesterday, Nintendo said, we're going to put out a video soon that's Martinet and Miyamoto talking. That video has yet to come out. It was kind of weird to even say that was coming. Is it coming today?
That would be
interesting.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
If they got a spot there.
Yeah, sure. Have some, two icons in the industry showing up at an industry event. Uranus 007 says Pokemon collab with Fortnite. Listen, I'm not going to say I don't want it. But, all right. Andrew Prime 15 says new Mario and Sonic Olympic Games. Okay. I kind of like this suggestion, actually. I thought that one of these was coming. And if it's taken this long to get announced, now I kind of think it's not. But that'd be a cool thing to see here for sure. Fun little game. Nobody has really huge expectations for, I think. Just a fun time. Mario and Sonic living their best lives right now, I would say.
Well, with Mario and Sonic, though, it's like, do you hold out a bit longer till the Olympics are coming around, or you just get it out there?
Let me tell you. Obviously, I'm in the back end here, adjusting some audio stuff in accordance to some
I'm also
notes.
secretly adjusting audio.
Oh, you are? Oh, we're both secretly adjusting audio. Is that lovely?
It's
my recollection is that the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games typically come out the fall before the actual Olympic events. So this fall, in theory, since what summer this upcoming year is summer.
I think so. It's so confusing because they kind of.
I know it got truncated. It got yeah.
I don't know. I think it's 2024 Paris. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see what else we got in the chat here. Sonic Superstars footage. Yeah, I think that's a good one. I think we can probably count on seeing that here. I feel like that's a big fall 2023 game coming to many platforms. Of course they'd want to show up here. Sega coming through to Gamescom. Definitely count on it. They got all sorts of Sega of Europe people over there. They're ready to go. They got boots on the ground. Yeah, some people are waiting for Mario and Sonic Olympic Games. Ooh, Danny V, Elden Ring DLC. I like that idea. It's been a while, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all for that. It makes sense. But we have Armored Core coming out from the same darn company. So I would think you hold out for the Game Awards with that.
Yeah, I mean, we know Jeff Keighley has a pretty good relationship with FromSoft. I think, they did some Elden Ring stuff pre-launch that I think worked out really well for them. So I could see that coming through again for surezies. But I think you're right. I think they probably want to get in on Armored Core. And now my theory with Elden Ring is that it might be over in terms of DLC. I think it might be a Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom situation where maybe it's turned into a full sequel, whatever ideas they had for a DLC expansion. And that'd be great. I'd be down for a new Elden Ring related product. Sure. Yeah.
It really it makes more sense, but unless they want to be like really nice to the fans, giving a DLC, and the
Yeah.
install base of Elden Ring is so big. So.
Yeah. Agreed. I saw a good suggestion in the chat. Where was it? Somebody said that they wanted a new Smash Brothers, but then they said they were kidding. But it reminded me that I would like to see Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. So here's the thing. I went into today thinking there was no chance that Sweet SpongeBob was showing up at this event, but they pretty much said that like 2 or 3 character showcases were going to be shown for that game a week until it came out. And there was not one yesterday, and there has not been one today. So now I think there's a chance. I would love to see that. I'd love to see get a and plus, isn't this a good time for like a character reveal? You know what I mean? They revealed a character at EVO. Maybe it's time to have a newcomer come out, show off a newcomer. I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah, I think Joey in the chat is saying Alan Wake for Nickelodeon. So
Alan Wake for Nickelodeon, Joey. No. I love that suggestion, dude. That'd be a sweet move set. Get those combos in. Wait, Joey says, "What are you most excited to see here, and why is it Alan Wake 2?" Alan Wake 2, a game, of course, about pointing your flashlight at dusty objects, hoping not to get scared. This is Joey's one of Joey's favorite games of all time for some reason. I don't know why, but Alan Wake 2 confirmed for this presentation. So don't even have to worry about it being here. It will be here, and we will see a flashlight get pointed at dusty objects, which we all just can't wait for.
Some people are saying Dark Moon trailer though, so that would be also would cover
Dark
the basis
Moon.
For that.
Oh, Luigi.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion.
They would not dare. They would not dare the day after announcing Charles Martinet was done, put Charles Martinet Luigi in our face. They wouldn't dare.
Didn't they say he's still in that game though? So,
no, that's what I'm saying. That's so weird. It's so no, they would never. We got a super chat from Valentine. Valentine says, Timmy Turner and Vicky for Nick Brawl. Okay, I like Timmy Turner. I want Timmy Turner in there for surezies. I feel like there's some. It's so obvious he should be in this game, but he's not in the leaks. So one of two things is going on. There's a rights issue. We can't get Timmy Turner, or we know there's a season pass for characters. Maybe they're holding out on him because that would be a good DLC seller. I'm hoping that's the one. Because I'm getting the DLC regardless. So I just want him to be in the game. Would love to see Timmy Turner. Tom, do you have any investment in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2?
I'm invested in that. I'm going to try it at launch when it's out. Okay. But for me, I'm slightly older than you, so I missed out on these Nickelodeon cartoons.
Okay.
But no, I think it's time to kind of mix in something else that's not Smash Brothers into the fighting.
Yeah.
So,
dude, I love what they've been showing off. That meter mechanic. Oh my god, all about that. We got Lewis Pugh in the chat saying, most excited for the Kyle Bossman pre-show. Heck yeah, Kyle Bossman, friend of the show. Whatever this is. I guess this isn't a show, but you know. You know what I mean. But yeah, Kyle Bossman, he's going to be hosting in 8 minutes here in Germany, live. He's there.
Wow.
Yeah,
so to be fair, though, Kyle Bossman shredded you.
Though. He did. He shredded me repeatedly. I just so that was there's a short video, or I guess it's not short, it's kind of long. There's a long video of me and Kyle talking on the channel, about a year old now, and he just dunks on me relentlessly. Like I'm like 2 months into having this job, and he just can't let me live my life. Absolutely brutal. Okay, we got a lot of stuff in the chat here. Joey wants to know. Joey says, I'm more of a Cartoon Network guy, rip. Yeah, there was a Cartoon Network Smash Brothers game years ago called Punch Time Explosion. It was very bad. So the ship has sailed, as they say. And right now the conversation appears to be, is Nintendo going to be in this? That's what everybody's wondering. And I just don't think so. Not in the presentation. I feel like Nintendo and Jeff Keighley don't really have a relationship at present. That's my understanding. But maybe I'm wrong.
It's like a tiny relationship. I think we could see a commercial here, but it might not be like it might not even be a new product commercial. It might be like, hey, NSO Online.
Sure.
Woo, got it.
Yeah, Gamescom opening night live is such a weird thing because it's not Summer Games Fest. It's not the Game Awards. And I think the tiers of announcements are Game Awards is number 1, Summer Game Fest is number 2. This is like number 8. You know what I mean? It's just, I just don't come into this being like, oh man, we're gonna, I don't think any company is prioritizing it that way. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the viewership disagrees with me and this is a much bigger event than I realize, and maybe it is worth doing it for the eyeballs. But for Nintendo, who I think has maximum saturation of eyeballs, I just don't know if this event is necessarily the most important thing for them.
A big thing too is that opening night live is about games that are at Gamescom. So Jeff Keighley's kind of limited in that regard. He can't just like swap out games to make up for announcements.
And what's interesting about that is that I think I saw like a lot of negative reactions from people being like, oh, it's not about new announcements, it's about games we already know about. And I actually reacted quite positively to that news. I feel like right now there's a dozen games coming out in the next 3 months that I'm like super into, and I'm like, heck yeah, man, just get out here, show me some Spider-Man, show me some Mortal Kombat, show me some SpongeBob Smash Bros, show me, like Sonic Superstars. Like, these are all games that I'm like, hey, you show me some new meaningful thing for this game, I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to take a look.
Yep. Tempering expectations. Now, does he make it so we don't expect much and try to, over deliver on that, or is he telling the truth? We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, and here's, of course, the core problem to all of this is that for some reason, this is 2 hours long. And that's like not counting the pre-show, I don't think. So 2.5 hours. And that is too long for anything. I just can't imagine us not getting to the end of this and being like, man, that sure was long. I don't know. So we'll see. I'm curious, like, how, if he takes any kind of different approach to this show in terms of the pacing of it, who's talking, how long they're talking, how he tackles that problem. But I'm also kind of under the impression that opening night live is, I don't know how much directorial influence Jeff Keighley even has on this show, to be honest. I feel like it might be more of a business partnership than it is an artistic one. Like, is Jeff Keighley directing this just as much as he directs Summer Game Fest and Game Awards? I don't think so.
Yeah, he's got to. I think he's still in a lot of control. I think they gave him a lot of power. Maybe that's why it didn't work out with him in E3. Maybe they were not listening to his vision. So I think he has a lot of leeway. But at the same time, you are right. Like, maybe not as much as the Game Awards.
Cool. Shout out to Jeff Keighley, by the way. I don't know if chat knows this story. I don't know if I ever said this in content, but I met Jeff Keighley at the New York premiere for the Super Mario Brothers movie. We were in the theater together. And I went up to him afterwards, and I was like, Jeff Keighley, big fan of what you do. And he was so nice to me. He was a very nice man. Taller than I expected. So there you go. That's my Jeff Keighley anecdote. Joey and Adam, for those familiar with the channel, are fighting in the chat. I've been made aware that there is some kind of... Joey is abusing his editorial powers to ban Adam from the chat. I can only assume this is over some Alan Wake 2 remarks.
Yep.
Okay, in which I fully support Adam. I'm just gonna say I think I'm just gonna throw my weight behind him. Adam I feel like should have been on this. We should have got Adam in on here. Why isn't Adam on the call?
I think it's gonna be like 1 a.m. by the time this
Oh,
is
that's a
done.
good point. That is 100% true. That it must be late over there.
Joey's reminding me that we saw Jeff Keighley at GDC, but there at the event, he was surrounded by waves of people trying to talk to him and woo him. So we could not break that shield.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a hard shield to break. Sometimes Jeff just carries that. He can bust that shield out whenever he wants. It's like a consumable. He just pops it, and all of a sudden,
yeah,
he's surrounded by people. All right, so we are now 2 minutes and 43 seconds away from opening night live's pre-show hosted by Kyle Bossman. Do you think when this timer hits 0, it will start?
Is it another time? I think this is a pre-show. I think the pre-show will start. It's not going to be another timer. This is like you can't do this sort of thing without it just going. So
yeah, like this is their feed. What I'm saying is, are they ready, or are they gonna have to go hold? We're set it. That's my question.
No, Kyle Bossman, he can buy time like no.
Oh, they'll go to him. They'll give him the green light. They'll say, yeah, that you think somebody's in his ear telling him exactly how long to spend. That's fun.
It's so funny while looking up stuff for the thumbnail, like seeing them last year, and it's just Kyle in his room and Jeff Keighley in his room talking. It's
yep.
So this will be a much different feel.
In case anybody involved in the Jeff Keighley Association happens upon this, I would love to do something like this. Sometimes people ask me like what I want to do in games more than anything. And a lot of people assume since I come from like a writing background that I want to write video games. Absolutely not. I want to do this kind of nonsense. I want to host some dumb show and go, next up, Sonic, baby. Like I just would have the time of my life. So if anybody can make that happen, the Jeff Keighley Association, the GKA, give me a call. I'll put my phone number on the screen for all to look at right now.
Well, hold on, Jake.
No, okay, all right.
Stand-up comedy, so
that's true. That's true. I did that for a long time too. You're right. I am professionally qualified. This is not a pipe dream. I could do this now. Fire Kyle. Hire Jake.
Whoa there, Jake. Whoa.
Wait, he's just streaming bad video games. All right, let him go streaming. What is that? Get me in.
He needs his Switch grab bag.
He doesn't even know what's relevant these days. I got my finger on the pulse, baby. Kyle Bossman? Oh my God. He's making all the wrong decisions in Baldur's Gate 3, by the way. I've been checking out some of those streams. He doesn't know what he's doing. Like an absolute man. He's probably gonna mess this up somehow. All right, we're all gonna be talking about how he accidentally calls Jeff like Keith or something and go, why did you say Keith? And then, it's gonna be a whole story today. Just you wait, Tom. Just you wait. Joey just put Alan Jake in the chat, and I gotta say, for some reason I like that. Alan Jake. Oh man. Oh, it's time, Tom. It's starting. Oh God.
I'm a little bit behind.
Opening Night Live 2023.
Kyle's in his room
from my couch. I brought in the cat bed back there. He's not going to show up. I'm Kyle Bossman. I'm your host.
God, this audio sucks for me. It's like really poppy.
About this is that the opening night live pre-show is not live. This is pre-recorded.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, watch this.
Oh,
it's a pre-recorded pre-show.
Okay. Days ago. The purpose of this pre-show is just to provide you with bonus trailers, interviews, general tomfoolery.
It's awful. How could they not fix this?
Minutes that lead up to the big show, opening night live. So I cannot think of a better way to kick this thing off than with a brand new trailer for Streets of Rogue 2.
Ooh, Streets of Rogue 2? Tom, I love Streets of Rogue.
Let's see. Oh, Triss is hopping in.
Welcome to the City of Dreams. Where anyone can get a fresh start. Where a corrupt president enjoys a bit too much power. Well, sometimes you just have to go rogue.
Looking like a good animated trailer.
Yeah.
But remember, there can only be one president. Welcome to the streets, where anything is possible.
Did either of you play Streets of Rogue, the first?
Did not.
I missed out on it.
I really liked it, actually. It was really fun. It's like one of those games that has like a million systems in it, so you can just like do crazy things. It's pretty fun, actually.
Fair.
Be who you want.
Well, here's
Write
the
your
one
own
indie game I
story.
asked for.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Like one of the character classes is a comedian, and you can like go around telling jokes and like trying to make people laugh and stuff. It's good, pretty fun.
Yay, playing with friends.
This looks way more involved than the first one. The first one was much
It's coming
simpler.
to Steam in 2024. Add the game to
I
your
mean,
wish list.
that's how you do a sequel.
Man, that's
Great
cool.
to see you back. Now, for this next part of the pre-show, I was hoping to talk to you all about something incredibly boring. Psych. Here's some more trailers.
See, that's the kind of joke you're getting from Kyle. Is that really what you want, everybody? Is that really the kind of joke you want at opening night live? I don't know.
Your passenger is lost. So is this world.
What was that word? Man-dragon?
I think you are right.
I wanted
Okay.
to give our people one last hope. A champion to defeat this calamity.
Are you both still getting the audio popping?
Sorry.
I'm lucky. I went to
upon
Twitch,
you,
and I'm not
Lispander.
getting it.
Should I do a
I went to
refresh?
This place is
To avoid audio popping and our people here, our viewers, yes, go to Twitch.
Okay, I'm
I'll
gonna
put
hit
it into-
refresh and see if that fixes it.
Or
And,
that.
and if it doesn't,
This is not quite how
all
I
right,
imagined.
I'm gonna get a Twitch window ready.
You should not have come here. There are dark forces at work in these forsaken lands.
Let me help you, brother.
Leave now, for I still care about you.
Tom, could you throw the Twitch link into GX main?
Listen
Yeah, I
to
just
me.
did.
Oh, thank you so much.
No problem.
Now, I realize even this far into this show that you might think I'm just some guy who hijacked the broadcast, and I don't blame you. So to prove that this is all legitimate, here is the host of Gamescom Opening Night Live himself, Jeff Keighley.
Oh no.
Hello, Kyle.
Oh, it is Jeff.
Jeff, we're now minutes away from Opening Night Live beginning. What sort of huge announcements should we all be expecting to see?
I think you can expect to see a lot of great games on stage. This is not a show driven by huge, shocking, surprise, one more thing announcements. When you really think of the history
one
of
more
O&L,
thing announcements.
We've always
confirmed
had
here.
kind of meteor looks at games.
All right,
that
I'm
are
I'm
announced
changing
in
over
the
to
show,
Twitch
and that's
chat,
sort of
so give me a
continuing that
moment
tradition this year. There
to
will be a few
properly
cool
set this up.
Brace
And
yourselves.
the next 2 or 3 months is especially going to be insane with so many releases. So you will see new stuff on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Alan Wake, so many other big games that are coming out later this year. But yeah, primarily focuses, as Nintendo likes to say, primarily focused on, announced games coming in Q4 or 3 or 4 or something like that.
Oh,
So, yeah,
Kyle's
I
in
definitely
his
would set
other
your expectations
room.
that we are
I know.
not with, surprise
Oh,
announcements
man.
and stuff.
When you say
every-
meteor,
is
though,
every
that to
shot
me
of Kyle
implies
gonna be in
more
a different
than
room?
just
Yep.
a trailer.
The good news is when you're
Okay, audio
not
is
just
better
announcing
for
games,
me,
You can also
so-
showcase, gameplay, and that's the constant battle always happens where people want some CG teaser for a game coming in 5 years, but then they also want to see real gameplay and real games, and like you're going to see 10 minutes of Modern Warfare 3 tonight. You're going to see, gameplay on a bunch of other games, and like real in-game footage because these games are close to release and almost finished. So that's kind of the advantage that I think we can go a little bit deeper on some games today.
So actually, it's one of those things I miss about E3 was when they would just have like a long stage demo. It's just like, here's the game, we're playing it right now.
Yes, and that's what like,
I get
those
that.
old Call of Duty demos at E3
Yeah.
were always great, and we we can't do that stuff at Game Awards to do
Were
super
those Call of
long
Duty
gameplay
demos always
here.
great?
We definitely can show some raw footage. We have lots of trailers too, but yeah, I think
I wouldn't
hopefully
know
people
on Call of Duty,
will
but other
see
demos.
an in-depth look at some games they're looking forward to. 20, 30 games will all be there. It's a big show and lots of gameplay to see.
Have a great time at the big show.
Thanks, Kyle. Your show's a big deal too. We love having you host the pre-show, and I'm excited to be on stage for Open Night Live in just a couple minutes.
Wow, the pre-show is Kyle's
Holy
show.
moly.
You heard it here first.
That was a good
Interesting.
interview. Let's all take a minute to cool off now with another brand new trailer.
Chat, I'm just saying, chat, wouldn't you rather that was me in my office? Wouldn't you rather? This is Tristan, in case you haven't been paying attention, I'm starting a feud with Kyle Bossman for Opening Night Live. This is
All
not,
right.
yeah.
I think Chip would have totally jumped into the dog bed by that point.
That would have been awesome. That would have been great.
So what do you think? Is this Stalker 2 or?
How do I get rid of this ad on Twitch that's on the bottom of the screen right now?
I don't know. That's the one that's on Twitch.
Chat, help!
I don't
Go
have
full screen.
I don't have that on mine.
Do I need to
I
go
am
full
ad-
screen? No, it's still there. It's still there. All right.
I'll check the sound if it's still popping on the YouTube one after. Okay, End Zone 2.
It's not a big deal. It just vexes me, I would say. Like, it's...
Yeah.
Thank you, Endzone 2. I've always said this. Any video game trailer with a bus in it is going to be good. You can't prove me wrong on that. And if you are just joining us, welcome to the Gamescom opening night.
No,
live
I strongly
pre-show,
disagree.
where
I'm
we're just
anti-bus in
hanging out on
trailers.
my couch, watching some cool trailers. And
Name
pre-taped
one
interviews with
trailer
Jeff
that had a
Keighley.
good or bad
And
bus
we're
in
not
it.
even
Fortnite.
halfway through
Yeah, I've seen
all
Fortnite.
the trailers I
Kill
have
the
to
bus.
show you. So let's check out
I thought
a
people
couple
loved
more.
the bus.
No.
Okay.
I look like a fucking tour guide.
So we knew about this.
Can we retire that record scratch sound? It's awful.
Bulletstorm is like a blast to the past, so.
Yeah. Huh. Oh, Joey's happy about this. Bulletstorm VR. Let's go.
I see
Right.
you're settling in to our wondrous
Well, that one showed a bit more of the personality of the game.
We've been getting trailers
Quite
for this game
total
for like a
difference.
year,
The land
and they're starting to pull me in. The last couple trailers I saw for this, I was like, okay, they're trying hard. There's a lot of stuff in this game.
That's
That's fair. That's fair.
I actually played this with Joey at GDC. It does handle well. So.
Nice.
Your side.
Something really funny though, going from Bulletstorm VR to this. Like no break in between, just easily transitioning one to the other. Something really funny.
Well,
about that.
it's that Bulletstorm VR is the kind of game you expect to see a bus in, whereas this one you know for sure there will not be a bus.
For adventure.
Oh, look at that blue guy. That guy rules.
Will you reveal the heart of our
Oh, yeah.
magical island?
Yeah, dude. Oh, that
pretty
comes
soon.
out. Yeah,
Pre-order
so
now.
soon. They're ready.
I'm so sorry. Those
does
two
not look
trailers kind of
amused.
blurred together for me. Which was the one where you killed that guy and then stuck up your middle finger at him? It was Bulletstorm VR. Got it. Thank you. So this is my third time hosting the Gamescom opening night live pre-show. And already we've developed a couple of traditions. One, general awkwardness.
Yeah.
And then two, the top 10 reasons to look forward to Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023. Number 10, there's just something nice about seeing a futuristic, shiny, reflective black stage with absolutely no streaks on it. Number 9, Assassin's Creed Mirage. Number 8,
Jake, this feels like something you'd put
big
together.
games
This feels like something you put
And then
together.
number
For a
7
second, I
reason to
thought
look
I
forward to
did.
Gamescom
I was like,
Opening
wait,
Night
did
Live
I
is the weird
design
games
this?
You never heard of before. I like those weird trailers. Those to me tend to be slightly more interesting than the sure things. Number 6, Sonic news. Jeff Keighley is showing up to Gamescom opening night live with Sonic news. About Sonic.
Guys, if anybody wants to see me talk to this guy for an hour, that video is on the channel. So.
Whatever it is, it's not going to be bad news. This would probably be number one for me, but I'm trying to be objective with this list. Number 5, the raw thrill of a developer saying we can't wait to share more. Number 4, Alan Wake 2.
Will
this
he
game's
have
coming out in
experience
October, and they
Alan Wake 2, Joey?
Too much yet. I expect they're going to show something kind of big tonight. Number 3 reason to look forward to Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023. It's free. Number 2, Tekken 8 and Mortal Kombat 1. Officially speaking, I cannot rank one of those games higher than the other one.
Fighter.
So
DLC.
if I have to put them in the same box,
maybe.
That's a powerful box. And the number 1 reason to look forward to Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023 is that hands down, this is going to be the best Tuesday night of the summer. And please don't be like, nah, not true. I went surfing on a Tuesday. We don't care. We're talking about all of us combined. Collectively, this will obviously be the best Tuesday night of the summer. Because they know how to party on a Tuesday in Cologne. Trust me. And do you know what else sounds like a party? The 7th Guest VR. So let's watch a trailer for that.
Chat, Y or N, is this the hottest Tuesday of the summer?
What is going on?
Y or N? Y or N?
With his toys. 6 guests came one night. Their screams the only noise.
We got a super chat from Jake the Kid who says, if Kyle Bossman is so cool, why isn't there a Kyle Bossman too? I'll ask him. I'll ask him.
Stauf has spent his fortune wisely. Never mind the smell.
Bit dreary in here, don't you think? Burden. Maybe you've seen me on Broadway.
Regrettably not.
Oh, I'm bored. I'm going to the kitchen.
Wait. We shouldn't go walking alone. This is a game. Nothing more. One of us is going to win that prize money. I say, every man for himself.
One of my favorite parts about VR games is like role playing along with it. So when that person like cheers to their little cup, I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I would have done.
I feel that. I love getting to do that again.
But old man Stauf
beauty of VR games.
It's so fun.
Crazy.
Okay, listen. Their use of like full motion video in the VR space is kind of cool. That's, you know what I mean? That's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes sense as a ghost, because then you can pass through them or whatever, it doesn't matter.
So
yeah, that
one
is
of my
cool.
responsibilities as a pre-show host is to pop up in between scary games. If you have 2 scary games back to back, there's a big chance the audience could become unnerved and uncomfortable. So I'm here now to give you a chance to catch your breath, provide a nice comforting voice with a nice comforting face, and now you are appropriately comforted. Next, a scary game.
Oh no, don't do this to me, Kyle.
I'm comforted. I'm ready for this.
Raw Fury, this will be more of an indie game.
Oh, this...
Steven says, is this Jake's dad?
I'm getting like classic Silent Hill, Resident Evil vibes from this. I'm liking this.
Well, this is a weird pool, but it reminds me of Dementium, which I talked to Jules Watcham about a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird pool, but there it is. I think we've seen this before, though, right? This is kind of...
It does seem familiar, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I said the exact same thing last time I saw it, too.
Well, we're getting a bunch of Silent Hill games that actually just look like PlayStation 2 era games, too, or PlayStation 1 even.
Yeah, I remember that title.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Didn't like it then. Don't like it now.
My favorite part of that whole thing is
a mailman who has problems.
Dank bathroom.
Yeah.
And he shines his light into one of those toilet stalls. And like the girl from The Ring is standing there and the guy doesn't move a muscle. He just straight up does not react. That's like my ideal video game hero. What a guy. Anyway, as you could probably tell, I'm not German. So our producers thought it would be a good idea for me to educate myself properly on some Gamescom culture from an actual expert. from IGN Germany, here is Anne Wernicke.
Thanks for having me.
And I'm so glad you're here. I have so many questions for you. What is the best way for people all around the world to keep up with what's happening with ONL and Gamescom?
There's an official Gamescom live stream, and it programs in English and German. It's done by IGN. So that's
is this a sponsored ad? Is this
it kind of feels like it?
If this is an ad,
Cologne,
okay, that's
though,
fine.
And can attend Gamescom.
Could be a business
You just
relationship.
Go on
Okay.
Saturday and Sunday
Okay.
to Gamescom Festival. There's stages there with musicians playing. There's food trucks. There's like human social games where you have to be like in a soccer table thing. It's fun stuff. You should try it out. It's completely for free. So
hold on, what is it? What is a human social game?
You know a soccer table? You play
We're
soccer
talking about
tables,
foosball.
right?
Yeah, we call it foosball. Yeah.
But in this case, you get stuffed into
Was that
it. So you
organic
are
or
like one
scripted?
of
I must know.
The soccer
I must
people
know if
in
that was a
table.
written
You
joke
can't
or not.
move. You just stand there, go left and right.
We'll never know.
And play soccer like that.
Until you next interview him.
I'm gonna text him. I'm just gonna text. Like, was
What
that
does
scripted?
Gamescom mean to you personally?
So 13 years ago, I actually started my career in the industry at Gamescom as a trainee. I just got thrown in, and I was overwhelmed by everything, you know. And to this day,
That does sound overwhelming, to
just
be honest.
I was thrown
awesome
into
to
the
be
middle of
reminded
Gamescom.
that, to go there and see all these people, and I can still talk to the devs I admire there. So to me, it's kind of a happy place.
I have one last important question for you.
Sure.
How do you say world premiere in German?
It's actually Weltpremiere. Pretty similar, right?
I think I could do that.
Yeah, do it.
Weltpremiere.
Yeah, man, that's good. Congrats.
And thank you so much for helping me out today.
Absolutely.
Look at that
All
Kirby
Thank
thing
you
in the
for
back.
having me, Kyle.
Have fun at Gamescom.
Yeah, the like a
Like a
tone.
music note.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Now I too am an expert. Please enjoy eine Weltpremiere.
It's the end. The end of the premiere part is very hard for English speakers, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. Or hear it, I guess, technically.
One of the great cities of the Age of Myth.
This is no temple of Sigma.
Hammers of Sigma! No relent! No mercy!
We must fight on! The banner cannot fall! Warriors of Sigma, stand with me!
Obtaining this power may end up being the reason we were sent here in the first place. If we can claim it, we can cleanse the Oryx and
So is this like a total war situation? Is it like one of those kinds of games?
It's feeling like it.
Yeah. There's managing stuff.
Yeah, now that I'm seeing gameplay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah. I actually kind of like the look of this, though. I think it looks nice.
We do not fear death.
Oh, Austin Turner in the chat says this is Warhammer. Okay, so yeah, one of those.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, yep, there it is.
Yep.
Nice call, Austin. Nice call. One day, I'll get super into it, like Henry Cavill. You know.
One day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll paint the little figurines.
Nice.
By 2035,
The
we have
future.
formed a new breed of elite special forces who are better prepared to manage these latest threats to our global societies.
It's unfortunately
No
not
fear,
a Metal Gear Solid 4
retreat.
with way better graphics.
It's funny that this is the pre-show when I just feel it's functionally similar to how these things normally go. Like, would this really not fit in in the main show.
I don't think it's necessarily that it wouldn't fit into the main show. I have a feeling what gets relegated to the pre-show is if they couldn't get anyone from the team to physically be there for the stage part of it.
So you think everything in the main show is gonna have people? Everything?
I don't think every single one will, but I think everyone had the option for it. Everyone on the main show had the ability to beat someone out. Whereas the things where they definitively couldn't, I think that's what gets relegated to pre-show.
As far as first-person shooters go, this looks pretty nice.
That's good. It could also just simply be it's cheaper to be in the pre-show, but
that's true.
Ooh, you get a deal. You get a pre-show deal. Dude, I would take that. I'd love to be the best-looking thing in the pre-show. You know what I mean? that'd
Welcome
be
back
sick.
to the Gamescom opening night
Before
live
people get burnt out,
2023 pre-show, where the minutes are just flying by.
219 for me.
is
I think Kyle and I have the same microwave.
Alan Wake 2.
That's what I'm learning right now.
Tekken 8. Sonic News.
His handle is shinier
and
than my
things I was not
handle.
permitted to talk about
I'll check
in the
later.
pre-show.
Maybe I'll tweet some comparison pics.
This bad boy, this is about to wrap up. I have one last trailer for you.
One more.
Here is.
And we're in the main show.
Homeworld 3.
All right.
Homeworld 3. This sounds familiar.
Well, Homeworld's been a long-running series for a long time.
Oh yeah, this is 3.
Is the homeworld in question Earth?
Today,
let me know,
the
chat.
galaxy is burning.
Fleet-wide comms open. Attention all personnel.
You've each just received a mission briefing. Nothing is redacted, because I want you to know what is at stake.
Nothing is redacted.
That'd
be a good. That's like a good title for a novel or something. Nothing is redacted. I could see that on a book cover.
Like a biography.
No, oh, that's a good idea for like a politician. Nothing is redacted. Yeah.
I know we were expecting a simple shakedown.
Oh dang, Tom, that's a moneymaker.
Many of you are feeling overwhelmed, doubting yourselves. I have no doubt. We will succeed. Whatever it takes.
All right, chat. This is our last game, our last trailer until the main show starts. Let me know you're still awake. Turn off Pokemon Sleep. Turn it off.
It's supposed to be warming them up for the show.
No, I'm sleeping. Okay, Twister's awake. Thank you for being here, Twister.
Now, I must be more than a scientist. I am Fleet Command.
Anything in particular you guys are excited to see in the main show?
Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
nice.
Blackbird Interactive
And that
did
is it.
Hardship
That's all
Space.
I have for you here in the pre-show, which of
Breaker,
course
whatever they
means
did
that
that.
Gamescom
cool.
opening night
Hard
live
Space
is
Breaker.
now mere seconds away from starting. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here on
Kyle,
my
where's the
incredibly
cat?
cozy couch.
Yeah, where's the cat?
Enjoy the show.
Mucho. Oh,
It's summer, Kyle. What are you doing?
don't you love putting a pillow on yourself like that?
Not in the summer.
No, you
18
got.
plus
I still do. You have I have like my Switch right there. That's what. Oh yeah, that's how you.
Yeah,
do
you
it.
get comfy.
Please welcome your host, the
ultimate
creator
prop.
of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
That's Kyle, isn't it? Announcing Jeff.
That did sound like it, didn't it?
He is
Wow,
there.
he really did 100% effort for that. That was him at top effort. Man, that was crazy.
Hello, Germany, and hello, everyone watching live around the world. I am Jeff Keighley, and welcome to the world's biggest in-person video game event, Gamescom.
Chat, let me know how it's sounding now that we're at the main show. If it's all good, give me a copy of that.
This right here is kind of like the opening ceremonies for Gamescom. It's a preview of
Yo,
this
he says,
year's
sorry,
most
Tom, it's an 18 plus
anticipated
stream. You
games.
have to go.
We call it
Okay, see you guys.
Live. And over the
Copy
next
that.
2
Thank you,
hours,
chat.
you'll get
Copy that.
exclusive new looks at titles
Tom's
like
done.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Alan Wake 2, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and Mortal Kombat 1.
Turn it up a
But
bit.
first,
You got it.
we're going to kick
You got it,
things
chat.
off with the first new franchise in more than 2 decades from a legendary game studio. And to help us step into the vast world of Starfield, please join me in welcoming the composer of the game, Inan Zur, for a very special performance. Maestro.
Oh, like this.
Okay.
I mean, listen,
Starfield music.
when you say a new Bethesda game is coming out, my first thought is, give me a taste of that soundtrack.
Is it?
No. I was being sarcastic. What is your Tom? Give me your personal hype level for Starfield.
It's pretty low, Jake. It's gonna have to be like I'm gonna have to hear people say it's really amazing. For me, in a Bethesda game, I love things like Doom, like from id Software. Not so much the Fallout branch. Even though I know my friends love Fallout and stuff, not my cup of tea.
Yeah, Tom, I'm right there with you. I need people 3 weeks after the reviews are out, after the game is out, to tell me it's good. Not day one.
Yeah.
No, not those. Not day zero. I can't trust anybody with these games. So I need to 3 weeks in. I need to see what people are saying, and I need to be told that it's excellent. Otherwise, it's just I have the same relationship with Rockstar where I just like don't trust Bethesda games until they prove to me I can trust them, and then I'm in. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
That
like
makes sense.
big open world, but what can you do in it? Is it actually fun to be exploring? I mean, No Man's Sky kind of lost some of that trust too at launch for this being a space exploration.
I've heard that game's very different now, though.
It's extremely different now. They fixed all the issues, but at launch, they didn't live up to their promise.
Yeah, scope does not titillate me the way it did in the PS3 era. You know, it's like you start talking about scope now, and I'm just like, yeah, but does it feel like a clunky clunk in my controller hands? You know, that's what I care about. Yeah.
What I want is like one of those stars to be a black hole and condense all of that into the best experience possible in a short amount of time.
Listen, all it's going to take for Starfield is like one sequence. You show me one video that's like a 6 sequence that it's like story, gameplay, exploration, all in like one thing.
Oh,
and then I go,
or a trailer.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Hats off to any time Jeff wants to just put somebody on stage playing an instrument, though. I kind of dig it. Kind of love that vibe.
I do appreciate that, actually. I think, because I do think music is something that tends to be underrated in a lot of games that aren't, like, revered for it. And I think getting to spotlight that is something that's good in this industry.
Yeah, just cool for a show. Makes it different from, like, a direct. You know, it justifies the venue.
Yeah.
Best one that I can think of for that was revealing PlayStation 4 God of War.
Yes, greatest of all time, Tom. Greatest of all time. Yeah, legendary.
That was something.
Wasn't that whole presentation orchestrated in a way, or was that the year after they did that? I think maybe it was the year
orchestrated like music all along. Or?
Yeah, remember they did that the show that had The Last of Us and I think 2 and Ghost of Tsushima, and it was like all orchestrated. Remember that Sony show?
I think that might have been the following year. Okay. One year we had to move from a tent for The Last of Us Part 2 and then move into another area.
Oh, Joey says he's excited. Bethesda RPGs are a vibe for me, so I'm pretty excited for this.
Do I have to ban Joey in chat?
Ooh.
At the timeout.
I honestly, that way of describing...
Change the
my camera's off.
No!
That way of describing a Bethesda game, I actually understand. Because sometimes, I feel like it's like me with Pokemon. Sometimes it's just the slop I want to eat. You know, it's like, this tastes good.
Thank you so much for that.
Can I ask a genuine question about that trailer we just saw, though?
Sure.
Was that live action?
Yeah.
Okay, I was so sure it was, but there were like certain elements I was like, is this really impressive graphics I haven't noticed till now? And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's live.
To start playing it. Don't be jealous.
When Tom fixes his camera, I will bring it back. Oh no, somebody ran on stage.
Okay.
Wow. Already?
No, it's a bit. It's a bit.
Disappointed. They're disappointed.
Oh no, it's not a bit.
Disappointing. This is such a special night for so many developers, and it's really disappointing to see someone act that way. But we're gonna move right on with the show.
Yeah, he had some sort of shirt with a message.
At the start of the show.
Really,
oh, that sucks. It sucks, dude. Come on. That's scary, dude. You don't know what those people could be trying to do. That's oh god, Jeff, you gotta get some security in there.
That's a lot to show you, and the good news.
Oh, that makes me nervous, man.
We have someone very special here.
Why would
someone be here to talk about Starfield?
But...
Please join me in welcoming to Opening Night Live in Gamescom for the first time ever one of our industry's greatest creators, the director and executive producer of Bethesda Game Studios. That's right, Todd Howard, everybody.
Man, I hope they can. I hope they can figure that stuff out, because honestly, if I'm like a developer there, now all of a sudden I'm like nervous about going up on stage.
You don't want to go on stage.
Yeah, that sucks. Jesus.
You might just have to have developers only in the crowd.
Yeah, honestly, like, yeah, I don't know.
Todd, thank you so much for coming all this way to Gamescom.
This is kind of an interesting thing, because the game is like done. It's like in people's hands.
This is your
so you can really like show off anything right now. The world is your oyster.
And you were right. You said how great the crowd is here.
It's gold.
And and just all the fans that come here for this the biggest convention in gaming to celebrate games. And I figured, you know, it is our first new franchise in over 25 years. So if I was going to come, you know, it's for Starfield.
Well, we all welcome you to Gamescom in Germany, and we're all very excited to step into this new world, Starfield, and the next week, early access. Set up for people. Why did you want to make this game?
My heart like hurts for Jeff right now. It's so hard to recover from that on stage and like get back in the energy and the rhythm. I totally feel for him right now. It's just
we love
tough.
to make games where we can explore.
I think he's doing a good job.
Me too. Me too. Actually, I'm impressed.
It's actually me myself personally that's more thrown.
I know. I'm like, it got to me. It got in my body. Yeah.
It's a game we've always wanted to play.
I think it's good that he was specifically leading into talking with someone. I think that helped make the recovery.
Yeah, I wish I could talk about it, but it's
according to Joey, the guy said we want GTA 6.
So it was just some
that's all it was.
Some stuff to Gamescom to show to fans. I know there's a theater.
It wasn't as weird as the Game Awards
one. There's a lot you want people to discover.
This was just a MIDI.
What did you bring here?
He's a lot bigger though than the Game Awards.
Yeah, it's really cool. We built a 300-person seat theater where we're actually showing.
Oh, we got some stuff here.
And you start
see, listen, I'll be honest. This looks nice.
Artifact
you know what I mean?
Gameplay. You see a bit
this looks like a good time.
And then you get to create your own character. Our games are about creating and being whoever you want.
But this is how the Rockstar games get me too. Then I get them in my hand and I go, I just don't like how
let's talk a little bit about
how it's on my fingies. I don't know.
You know, people have been wondering kind of what the main quest line is going to be after you create your character, which is something that I know. I saw even someone on the internet this week.
I've been in a real character creator mood lately too, I will say. I'm really enjoying making a character for some reason.
I'm sure that's real.
Did Baldur's Gate start that?
Well, the thing is, I think you could
before Baldur's Gate, I was like, I need a character creator game, and then it scratched the itch, and I was like, oh, thank God, I have one.
Starts. What can we expect?
Well, you jump off. You're joining
I love
Constellation,
Baldur's
which
Gate 3.
are the
I love it
last
so much.
kind of group of space explorers like NASA meets Indiana Jones,
Ooh.
searching for these artifacts. But the story goes a lot of places. The game has a lot of surprises that we haven't talked about.
Oh, I have no idea. Does anybody in the chat know?
But really, really happy with how the story turned out.
That makes a big
where it
difference
goes.
for me.
Yeah, me too, actually, Tom. If I could meet up with a buddy, go do some
you and your team
exploration.
Have done so much for this industry.
Yeah, does anybody know?
And the fact that you guys have worked through COVID, building this, and coming on the other end, we're
I imagine
so
they would have announced that
excited
by now.
for everyone to get a chance to play it. So thank you for
Yeah,
all
I'm
you've done
assuming
for
it's
our
a known
industry, Todd.
quantity
Everyone,
either way.
Todd
I just don't
Howard.
like follow super
Can't wait
closely.
for you to play the
Starfield.
game.
Joey says it's single player.
Thanks so much.
And I think,
game.
All right, well, tonight is
I think for like
focused
a
on
lot of the
announced
Fallout
games, but we
crowd,
do have
they
a
like
few
want
surprises
it to be
along
single
the way,
player.
and
They're
next
like,
it's time for the
please give me a
global
single
reveal
player only
of the
game.
third
Yeah.
installment in a franchise that is very familiar to Gamescom fans.
All right, let's
Here
go.
we go.
Oh, what is it? What's it gonna be?
Third installment.
Assassin's Creed.
That's like millionth installment.
Oh,
no,
he said third installment.
Looks like a cute character.
Ooh. Supermassive. This isn't Until Dawn. What's the third installment of a Supermassive Games title?
Well, they might be continuing a franchise.
Oh, somebody in chat I think got it. It's a Little Nightmares. It does look like that.
Once I started seeing like some more gameplay of it, it made me think.
Yeah,
Little Nightmares.
big hats.
Yeah.
I don't even know who made those before.
If it's Little Nightmares 3, that's a pretty big deal actually, because I've heard many good things about both of those games.
I can't deal with like Hot Topic aesthetic. It scares me too much. It freaks me out.
This is why people are saying don't expect dream game announcements.
This is cool though. I bet you there's a bunch of people that are hype about this.
Mm-hmm.
Little Nightmare. It's kind of like Little Big Planet, but Jack Skellington. You know what I mean?
I think
that's a really interesting way to put it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
right,
you.
Little Nightmares 3. And joining me now are Corley
That
and
sort of
Lucas from Bandai
look is
Namco to
popular
tell
right
us
now. I
more.
think I'll do well.
Yeah,
Lucas,
I like how
thank you so much. Great to
I like
have
how
you
hyped
back
Jeff
here
was
at
about that. That was
Gamescom
sweet.
to
That was
another Little
wholesome.
That was good.
Nightmares.
Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, it's really great to be back.
Yeah,
we're
that's
very
exactly what I
excited
mean,
to
though.
announce
Like
Little
how
Nightmares
we're
3
even getting
tonight.
them on stage. Like
The
I definitely
franchise
think
has a
that's
long
part
history
of
with
what
the
determines
show.
the main
I mean,
show.
that's
If
where
they
we
have the
announced first two
capability
games,
of
so for us,
going
it
on
was definitely
stage.
the best place, best show to reveal Little Nightmares 3 to the world.
Well, we appreciate you bringing us this news. It looks incredible. Corley, I see we saw 2 characters in that reveal trailer. Can you tell us a bit more about them?
Yeah, sure. Hi, Jeff.
It's
Hi,
gonna be
everyone.
It Takes
I'm
Two
so happy
style
to be
co-op.
here to present you Little
Loved
Nightmares
It
3.
Takes Two. Loved it.
So yeah, as you have seen,
I like
you
her
have
hair.
2 characters, but now you have 2 players as well. So you will be able to play both in single player or online co-op if you want, and face your childhood
Online
fears with your
co-op.
friend.
Ooh. Very nice.
Now, I saw a lot of cool new places in the trailer. Can you tell us a bit about sort of the setting for these 2 characters?
Yeah, so our 2 new characters are Lo and Alone. They are trapped in a place that we call the Spiral. It's a cluster of disturbing places, and they will have to work together, survive in a world full of dangerous threats and full of delusions. And they will also have to find a way out of the nowhere. So yeah, I can't wait to have you put your hands on the game in 2024.
Ooh, Joey says, Jake,
Excellent. We don't
you,
have to wait
me,
too
Little
long.
Nightmares 3, let's
2024.
go. Joey, the problem is, though,
Lucas,
for playing
I know
online,
that's not
you
all
can't
because
comfort
you're kind of
me
expanding the Little
when I
Nightmares
become
world
fearful.
with something more. Tell us a bit about that tonight.
Yes, we have
We'll
one
have to-
more
we'll have to voice
surprise.
chat.
So in
You're gonna
addition
whisper
to
sweet
revealing Little
nothings.
Nightmares 3, I'm very excited to announce our first podcast series. It is called The Sounds of Nightmares, and it's an original story. It's composed of 6 episodes, and we are releasing the first 2 episodes tonight. So you can go on our website, thesoundsofnightmares.com, to check it out, and we hope that our fans are going to enjoy it.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're very excited to learn more. Thank you, Lucas and Corley.
The developers did a good job. It is not easy being on a stage looking down at hundreds of people.
Next, it is rare when a new studio reveals footage that takes over
Having to
the
speak-
internet.
rare.
That
Having to speak
happened
English,
back
probably
in
not your first
2020
language, you
with
know.
the
That
reveal
too, that's
of
a huge
Black
difference
Myth
for them.
Wukong from Game Science in China. Based on the classic 16th century Chinese novel Journey to the West, here is a brand new look at the gameplay of
Wow,
this
I didn't know it was
incredible
actually based on
action
Journey to the
RPG.
West. That's kind of cool. The draw distance is so bad in this game, guys. They didn't even. His head isn't even there.
He's got a little bit of a headache, but he'll get better.
Ooh. Oh, dang.
Snake. Huh. See some truly monstrous things here.
Well, it looks very Resident Evil 4 there. For
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What's the deal with the modern explosion of Monkey Prince narratives? I feel like Sun Wukong has been out here for the past like 3 or 4 years. There's like 2 different comics. There's the graphic novel that's by like Gene Luen Yang. There's the DC comic. There's the Disney Plus show. Like there's so much. Yeah, it's like my man is having a moment in the spotlight.
Must be well deserved. Yeah. Okay, that's really cool though.
Oh yeah, Leo mentioned the Disney show American Born Chinese. Yo, great show. Love that show. Good time. Check that out. It was a good time.
No, I was thinking there might be a release window. Or maybe. This has been a thing for a while, this game, so. Doesn't seem like it.
Ooh, Shen, dude. Ooh. Oh, we're going right to the next thing. Ooh, Resident Evil.
We did have a huge Resident Evil field.
Yeah, it's probably like if I had to guess, like one of them reverse things that they do sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. Oh, come on.
It feels a little...
I know, it's getting away from it, yeah.
Yeah, I was say, it feels a little too much on the gore side to be specifically Resident Evil.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be Resident Evil 4 VR there.
A couple people in chat are saying they think it might be Doom. I don't know. I don't think that's quite what those guys... Oh, that looks like Doom.
That could be like a Quake thing.
Yeah. Killing Floor, that's a good guess. Yeah, there it is.
Killing Floor 3, yeah.
That's cool. Nice. Did we know about that? That seems big. Killing Floor 2, you know, big for like more than a decade. That's kind of neat.
I don't know if we knew about that. That trailer very much struck me as a reveal trailer.
Yeah, that's cool.
Such a small thing, but I always kind of love how whenever you get a game and you get a trailer for like, oh, we're making it for this console now, and they like put the logo for the console or whatever it is, or like the controller in the trailer, or like in the game. Something about that I love. Like Stray did that when going to Xbox, where the cat's knocking off the Xbox controller. Here they were in the logo, like the shape of the Xbox logo. I don't know. So something about that is just really charming to me. It's like you can feel the developers are excited to make the announcement.
Yeah, I feel like maybe it's more Xbox being like, here's some money. For the love of God, tell them about us.
Jake, why do you gotta spoil the illusion?
I like it. I think that's fun. Xbox, they're throwing money at everybody these days. It's a good time. Listen, yeah, I would take it.
Well, with the that rhythm game earlier in the year, that was the one I was most surprised by.
A rhythm game.
I'm getting mixed up with the recent Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, but the one where it's by Tango
yes, that one. Hyper something maybe.
Age of Empires 4
I can't remember.
Anniversary Edition, an award-winning game on PC,
but yeah, that one was cool.
is now available on Xbox consoles today. That's right.
Hi-Fi Rush.
That's it, Hi-Fi Rush.
Oh, Hi-Fi Rush.
Next up, we have
thank you, Nicholas Naro.
Extremely special for you. We have one of the most iconic filmmakers of all time in the house. The director behind the legendary films such as 300, Man of Steel, and Army of the Dead.
Zack Snyder?
He's come all the way to Gamescom to talk about his new film, Rebel Moon, which is on Netflix December 22nd. Gamescom, please give a warm welcome to the one and only Zack Snyder.
Yo, this rips actually. Zack Snyder in the house. I love it, dude.
Nice.
Zack Snyder here to talk about his new movie.
He's just gonna start playing the Snyder cut of Justice League. Just turn it on, have it play. 3 hours later, see everybody.
So does...
Too much.
Okay, now I'm curious.
Heck yeah.
Oh,
Rebel Moon. Zachary.
Zach, I know you had to come a bit of a ways to get here to Germany. Thanks for coming to Gamescom.
Thanks for having me out, Jeff, and thanks, Gamescom.
Zach is going to kill those people that ran on stage. He is going to literally murder them.
Awesome.
He's got it in his eyes.
Wow. What a great crowd. It's insane.
What's your line, Jeff?
I have you here. I know you've been a gamer for your whole life.
Yeah, I've been a gamer, and I love the idea of coming to Gamescom. Was like, that blew my mind, and so we were like, yeah, let's go check them out. And I thought I'd come over here, and this would be a great opportunity to talk about my new project, Rebel Moon. Maybe show you guys something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe the world premiere of the trailer, which is coming up.
I'm a little worried about
moments away.
Getting a Netflix trailer in the middle of this. I don't want the
I want to talk about this IP,
I love
Rebel
it.
Moon, and it's really
I
a
love
whole
it.
universe.
Zachary.
We're going to get into that in a minute. But what was the original inspiration for creating this?
RG Kong asking, so Jake likes Snyder? Oh yeah, dude. I don't like Snyder heads. You know, that's too much for me. But I like the man's films. I like his directorial eye.
Adult illustrated fantasy magazine called Heavy Metal.
That was quite something.
Everything in there just blew my mind.
Listen,
I really loved how intense
I could talk for hours about the way that man directs action scenes. He does exactly what I want him to do.
You know, this is a chance.
It's awesome.
Awesome partners at Netflix were like, go do it. And so
what's your favorite Snyder film, Jake? Okay, I'm gonna out myself.
And you've got quite the
Batman v Superman. I love that movie. I don't care what anybody says. That is a bang. That is a banger. I've turned the harshest of critics around on Batman v Superman. I have passion for that film.
You'll see her just kicking ass through the entire film, so it's fun.
And what I love about you'll see it in just seconds, but there's even more than just the films. And part of the reason we wanted to have you here at Gamescom is I know you're kind of expanding on the films with a whole universe of things that are going to be narratively linked to what you're doing with the movies. Tell us a bit about what's in store.
Yeah, we're also super excited to reveal that we're making a video game for Rebel Moon.
Netflix that could be added to their game library.
Corp, and it'll expand the Rebel Moon universe. It takes place right after the events of the two movies. And it really is I've been talking with those guys and really interacting with them.
Joey, that's my favorite part about Snyder, honestly, is that the people that work with him, clearly, it's like when you have like the coach of a sports team that maybe they're not the best coach, but the players love him. It's like, dude, that is so important to me. The fact that people really like working with him. It's cool.
And we're just starting to talk about
just
a bunch
like
of
Bruce
other crazy
Boudreau
ideas
for Vancouver
inside the game,
Canucks,
so it's really fun, and
who was
that's coming.
fired last year.
So keep an eye out
dude,
for
and it's a
that.
heartbreaker, you know.
The films,
it's so sad. He was like crying because he kind of knew he was going to be fired at the end too.
The movie, because we are going to get a first look now at this incredible film, part 1 and part 2, right?
Yep. So this little trailer we put together.
I'm gonna mute this when it starts.
So, I hope
just for
enjoy
posterity.
I can't wait for you to check it out right now.
Let's check
Chris,
it out.
we need you just to make up the words that people are saying.
Thanks, guys.
You know what? It's fine. I asked Andre before if something like this happened, if I should mute it, and he said just let it go. So I'm just gonna let it go.
Okay.
As long as it doesn't take us down in the moment.
That's happened before, hasn't it? I think it was at the Game Awards. It happened.
I won't even know.
Yeah, I don't think we know. I think it's usually after.
Yeah. No, we're not listening to this. I'm muting it. We're not in the right mind to watch a trailer. All right.
No.
I do appreciate the fact that they brought him out to announce that they are going to be making games based on this also.
Yeah,
I think that's neat. To be able to get that direct involvement and that statement directly from him as it's happening.
Yeah.
I kind of wish this would be when they showed something about that. But I appreciate it wasn't just like the director of the game comes down and be like, yeah, you know this movie made by this person? Yeah, we're making a game based on it. Like you have the movie's director come out and be like, yeah, games.
All right.
Okay.
Here's the deal, chat. I see Walker of the Sky really wants me to put it back on. If I see one more, I will. Okay, I saw one more. It's coming back. It's coming back. There it is. We can see Snyder's sweet. Because let me talk a second for why I like the way Snyder cuts a film. Okay. If you watch any like modern Marvel movie, I think that their approach to action scenes is that they want the feeling of the scene to match the filmmaking of it. So you get a lot of like fast cuts because they want you to be like, oh my god, so many things are happening. I'm like overwhelmed, you know. But
they want to overwhelm.
Something I like about superhero movies are when this happens is like nailing a tableau, making a pose that's like a page out of a comic book. So I actually really like how Snyder films because I think he directs a lot of choreography and he knows the exact shots he wants. So you'll find that his camera lingers a lot longer and he films in sequences as opposed to fast cuts. So he'll have a character hit like 3 different marks in one like motion, and you can pause it at any point and it'll still like look like something. It'll like it's I don't know. I think he just knows how to do stuff like that. So.
There's too much need to rush through things sometimes. So it's good to actually like reference the source material. So.
It's kind of more like sometimes I feel like it's more like professional wrestling too, where it's like they're not just fighting all the time. Like they'll take their time a little bit. It's like somebody will get hit, then they'll take a second to come back up, and it's like, you know, you want to have moment then moment then moment, which I appreciate. Yeah.
Some build up.
Yeah. This looks kind of good, actually. Ooh, that guy had like a lightsaber.
It does look rather exciting.
Yeah, it looks nice. Got some like Dune visual similarities.
It's like Dune, but with more variety.
Yeah.
Dune and all that sand can be a little dry.
Yeah. Plus, everything in that movie is slow. Everything. But I like it. Listen, I'm a fan. Though, longtime viewers will know I have beef with Timothée Chalamet. We're in a feud, so you know it's. But no, Dune was a good time. Dune 2, right around the corner. All right, we're back.
That looks insane. I can
People asking in chat, where is Nintendo? Right, I don't think we know if Nintendo's going to be at opening night live.
Nintendo's at home. Nintendo.
Well, they're at Gamescom. They are at Gamescom. But
there are Nintendo representatives at Gamescom. Nintendo. There are contractors running a booth. There's nobody's at Nintendo. Show me Doug Bowser's "I'm in Germany" tweet right now.
Gameplay update.
Maybe he is. I don't know.
First.
I just remember back in like May, Gamescom was like, Nintendo's coming to the show. It's like, cool. But I don't think they're confirmed to be part of Opening Night Live.
Is this Black Desert? Is that what he said?
I did not catch.
I think so. I think about getting into Black Desert all the time. Something about me is that every 6 to 8 months, I have a crisis thinking I should get into an MMO.
That's a big commitment.
Oh, Crimson Desert, somebody in chat says. I know, Tom, but that's what I want. I want a game where I'm like running dailies. Like, I know that's toxic of me, but like I just want I want a routine. Plus I get to create a character, and we talked about how much I love that. I don't know.
As long as it's not mobile game dailies, yeah.
That's different. I always just go back to DC Universe on.
He's holding a goat.
Concerned about the goat animation cheap. I think it could be a little bit better.
Agreed. 0 out of 10.
But for Nintendo, though, that could be Nintendo of Europe meeting developers about future developments. You never know.
That's true.
See, what I like about this kind of MMO, assuming that's what this is.
You can pet the dog.
Is that
carry the cat.
I always need action combat. If it's just like picking commands, I'm out.
Yeah.
When I see that giant hotbar, it disgusts me. So so it really tightens the window of MMOs I can play.
Wow, they're really trying to sell the fact that this really is like a you can do anything. Look how much has been happening.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you maybe like Assassin's Creed, maybe you like this game.
That was cool. I like that big jump over the fence. That was cool.
Vaulting over there.
Oh, that was nice. Turning into the birds.
That was cool.
I was joking earlier that trying to go for a Breath of the Wild look good. No, yes, they are.
Yeah, falling like that, that's something.
Didn't have him land on the ground.
See,
without slowing down.
Similar vibe as this is kind of why I'd play Dragon's Dogma 2. You know what I mean? That will feed me.
Okay. This is cool.
Yeah.
I'm like
it.
This is cool.
Yeah, I bet Capcom might be saving some of that for TGS. You think, Jake?
I think so. Yeah, you would think that would have a lot of play there.
Yeah, this game is just Breath of the Wild 2 out there, Joe.
Ooh, I like that. This visual. That's cool. Man, that was neat. That little closing in.
Hey, what's up, Gamescom? It's Ice-T.
No.
I've hooked up with my favorite game in the world, Payday, and I have my own special heist mission in Payday 3. And you know I know a lot about heists in real life, all right? It launches September 21st. Here's a world premiere first look.
Okay, so here's the deal. The components are kept in high-security cooling containers somewhere in the storage yard. The clock starts ticking as soon as the components are out in the open. So you need to haul
Transition.
ass to get them to the transport.
Fits with the game.
Take too long, and they'll start to degrade and lose value. Now, do what you need to do to get ready. I'll see you on the other side.
So, was Ice-T referencing his 2001 film, The Heist?
Maybe.
It's quite a pool. It is quite a pool for this crowd. All right. Oh boy.
Can't just outright say no, though, is the thing. Like, you really can't. It could absolutely be the largest pull, but I kind of wouldn't put it past him either. Payday 3 was already out, to be honest.
كم مضى منذ رحيلك عن بغداد؟
أعوام. لا أذكر مقدارها. كنت أعرف دائما أنني سأعود يوما ما.
So this is Mirage.
Yeah.
That's me.
قضيت الكثير من طفولتي في هذه الشوارع.
Yeah, this is 100%. Looked good last time we saw it, so.
طالما كنت أستمتع بهذا المكان. كنا نتسلل إلى بيت الحكمة في صغرنا أنا وصديقتي نهاد.
Ooh, Joey says he's hyped for this in the chat.
Aggressively hyped at that.
ذكريات جميلة.
Does he need a timeout?
قلبي يتألم.
Somebody, I had a friend, an IRL friend, explain to me. He was like, so yeah, recently we've had a lot of Assassin's Creed games where you can just like run in a field for an exceptionally long amount of time because it's a huge open world, and like it looks fun to be back in an Assassin's Creed game that's a lot denser, everything more contained.
Yeah,
I thought that was a good way of putting it. Yeah.
إني أبعد نصلي عن الأبرياء وليس عن تنظيم القدماء.
This one, weren't they saying it was going to be a little bit shorter this time around?
I believe so. I believe that's part of the pitch. Yeah, probably took them less time and resources to produce, I imagine. October 5th.
October 5th.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
we know that? Did we know the date before?
I think so. And Joey says 20 to 30 hours. Yeah. Cool.
There you have it, Assassin's Creed Mirage, which marks a return to the Middle East for the series, offering an immersive and authentic experience featuring full Arabic voice acting, as you saw in that trailer.
Cool.
You can be transported to 9th century Baghdad when the game launches on October 5th. Big month in October for game
It's funny,
releases.
even when Ubisoft's we're paring back, it's like Ubisoft still just has those resources, you know what I mean? Everything they can do something like full voice acting
Thanks
like that.
for having me.
Yeah.
And hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm so excited to be with all the fans here at Gamescom this year. And I have the honor to be your guide for tonight for all those great things happening right here at Gamescom. And
okay.
And if you can't join us in Cologne this year, don't worry. You never have to miss any of the events this week. Just go to Gamescom now to discover what a world's gaming industry has in store for you.
Missed opportunity for it being games.com.
For your favorite games, then visit now.
True, that would be great.
Might be taken.
It's definitely taken. It's definitely taken.
The awards will be celebrated this Friday
Jeff
at 3
Keighley,
p.m.
Games.com.
If you want to join the adventure and win pretty cool prizes in this year's Gamescom Epics, then go to the Epics section of Gamescom Now to play the text adventure of the show. You can
text
also
adventure of the show.
all-day coverage.
Remember
and
the
tune into
online
Gamescom
E3?
Studios broadcast by IGN
I don't
on
want
Twitch
to,
or
but-
YouTube. Just join the conversation by using the hashtag Gamescom 2023 online. Plus,
I had to
there
know,
will be
so I
more
just checked, and
announcements from
JeffKeighley.com
the
does in
largest
fact
indie
exist.
area in the world in the Gamescom
Is it him?
Awesome
Oh, yeah, he
Indie
got it.
Studios show tomorrow at 8 p.m. And later this week, tune in to the Gamescom Studios broadcast and check out the Gamescom Cosplay Awards live from Cologne, Germany
Cosplay
on
Awards.
Sunday at
That's
3
interesting.
p.m. I
That
highly
is
recommended
interesting.
this section. So check out Gamescom Now for all those fantastic features. Thank you so much, and back to you,
All right,
Jeff.
chat. Let me know that you're still awake.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Wake check. You're getting ready for
Well,
school.
now
Wake
I'm
up.
joined by the one
Here we are.
Harada-san, the creator of Tekken, and Michael, the producer
Here
of
we
Tekken.
are.
All right, chat. I see you.
You
You're
guys
awake.
have come all
Wake up,
this
chat.
way
Wake
from
up. Tekken's on
Japan
stage.
to deliver something special
Yeah.
to Gamescom. Yeah. What do we got, Harada?
All right, we're
そう
here.
ですね、
I'm Alan.
普段最近はずっとバトルシステムの話ばっかりしてるので、
Thank you,
今日は皆さんのために、全く新しいモードの情報を持ってきました。
So up until now, we've been mostly showing off the battle mechanics and new gameplay, but today we have an all-new mode to show you today.
New mode?
そうですね、鉄拳はもちろん今回も、三島サーガを描いた、鉄拳のキャラクターの
I
壮
hope
大
they
な
do
ストーリ
Mortal
ーモード
Kombat
があ
back
る
to
んですけども、それ以外にですね、もう特に
Do you
欧
do
米で
that?
は
Do you-、
失われてしまった
I
アー
think
ケード
as
体験の、
someone
ストーリーが
who's
体験でき
organizing,
る
you have to
プレイヤ
spread
ー
them
中心のです
apart.
ね
I know. I like it because it's lightly disrespectful.
最新の
You know what I mean? It's not disrespectful in a provable way, but in a sense. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
そういう新しいモードをちょっと今日はお見せしたいなと思います。
Of course, Tekken 8 will have the story mode covering the Mishima storyline and the arc that the players expect.
Man,
up
isn't it
until
crazy
now.
one of those
But
guys
this
is in
brand new
Smash?
mode is kind of the story that focuses on you
Yeah,
as a player.
honestly.
And
Wild.
It covers the arcade scene, which is a classical atmosphere that people our generation actually got to experience firsthand, but maybe some of the newer gamers out there haven't. So this will cover that. As you progress through that storyline, you'll experience some all-new gameplay that actually has some AI kind of infused learning aspects to it, and it's really exciting. and
My
we hope
bro
that, you'll enjoy it.
had to say
All right,
AI.
let's
He
take a look
had
at the
to.
brand
He
new
was
trailer
contractually
for
bound.
Tekken
He had a
8.
fiduciary
Thanks, guys.
duty to the shareholders to say AI on stage.
Can you imagine if Xbox One still with like the cloud processing? if
Yeah,
they went
yeah,
that
yeah.
route. How much would be AI stuff now?
All video games have AI, and now it's like, oh, we have to say AI because it means something to somebody.
Yeah.
Osserva. Heihachi Mishima is dead.
Dude, for Mortal Kombat, I really want them to go back and do one of those modes that's like a third-person action game where you're like running around doing stuff again. That was so fun when they did that back in the day with Conquest or whatever it was called. It's such a good time.
Do we know any of the crossover characters for this Tekken yet?
No, I don't think so. I don't even know the history of Tekken with crossover characters, honestly.
Okay. Well, I know Tekken 7 had a lot. Like, I had Noctis from Final Fantasy 15, for example. I had Negan from Walking Dead. Ooh.
So this is like Street Fighter.
This is like Street Fighter.
Yeah, oh, listen, that hub area is eerily similar to Street Fighters.
What's done is done.
And I was building up wondering if we could see a crossover character get revealed here, but this is looking cool. There. With the rocket fish.
All right, I do like the bear. I simply cannot add another fighting game to my repertoire, so it won't happen, but I do like the bear. If I played this game, obviously I'd have made the bear.
Second's great. Second's great. The bear is fun.
What's it? Is it like footsie focused? Is it long combos? What's like the meta of Tekken?
Oh God, I'm not in enough to know that for sure,
Okay.
but I think it definitely is along the lines of trying to get combos in. Like that is like many of these 2D fighting games. That is big.
8 coming in January 2020.
Joey, I look away for a minute and Tekken is me.
Shelby Carlton
Yeah,
and
dude.
Dave Swenson from Sledgehammer, because on November 10th, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 arrives, and today you guys are going to be the first audience in the world to see some raw, real gameplay from the campaign. Dave, Shelby, welcome to Gamescom. What can you tell us about Modern Warfare 3, Dave?
Well, first of all, Jeff, it is awesome to be here. Modern Warfare 3 this year is the complete package. We're shipping 16 multiplayer maps.
No,
all from
chat.
the
Chat's
original
going back
Modern
to
Warfare
sleep.
2. These maps have been
No,
modernized
chat, wake
with
up.
gameplay and features. We also have
It's just
open world
amazing how
zombies.
Call of Duty
This is our
manages to sell
largest
so much
zombies.
every
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Dude. It's like
in the
This is our
culture.
largest zombies offering ever, and for the first time, it's set in the Modern Warfare universe. And of
I do
course,
like
this
zombies.
year we're
That must be
bringing a
why
huge
chat's putting all the
innovation
Z's in
to the
chat.
Call of Duty campaign.
Yeah, there you go.
It's for the zombies. For the zombies.
Shelby,
Yeah.
Makarov,
Fun
I know,
fact,
is going to
in Canada,
factor into
it's
this.
set.
See him over there. Tell us a bit about what is the
Oh, the
storyline? What do
letter?
you expect from the campaign?
How dare
Yeah,
you?
so for the first time for Call of Duty this year, we're doing a direct sequel. You know, Modern Warfare 2, they asked a lot of interesting questions in their story, and Sledgehammer Games is so excited to work with Infinity Ward on the campaign to answer some of those questions.
Oh, if a
and to
horse
bring
had
you
black
Modern
and
Warfare
white
3.
stripes, what
and
would you
one
call
of those
that?
answers, he's standing right behind
A
you.
zebra.
He is
All right,
Makarov.
just checking.
He is our infamous antagonist. He
Checks
is
out,
cold,
checks
he is
out.
calculated, and he is trying to bring the world to the brink of war, but not if Task Force 141 has anything to say about it. So we are just so excited to get this campaign into the players' hands.
All right, well, we are going to see a playthrough of a campaign level, but first, Dave, I want to talk about
We're gonna
something
see
new you're
a
doing.
playthrough of a campaign level? How long is that gonna take?
What are those?
So Call of Duty is known for epic cinematic stories, as Shelby talked about. And this year in Modern Warfare 3, we're introducing a new innovation to the Call of Duty campaign that's going to allow players to interact with
it's
that
really tough
story
for me to, like,
never before. We call them open
even-
combat missions.
I
Open
think
combat missions
intelligently
are player
consume Call of
directed.
Duty
They
content
allow
because I'm
the
just like
audience
so
to play
out
the
on
game the way
like
they want to
military
play it.
first-person
So if you're
shooters
like
at this
me,
point in
you
my
like
life
stealth,
that I
you
like
can
don't even
go in
know
quiet, you
what
can
elements
equip,
I'm trying
suppress
to
weapons,
like
complete all the
discern in
objectives
terms
without
of
the
what
enemies
makes a
ever
good
knowing
one
you
and
were
what makes
there.
a bad
But
one.
if you want to go in loud,
like I
you
mean,
can
obviously
strap
gameplay is
on
up on your
armor
screen
plates,
right now,
you can
and
go and hit the
I'm
enemy
not like an
head-on,
idiot. It
and
like
open
looks
combat missions
incredible.
will
Like it's
support it.
visually
You
stunning.
can leverage
And like it looks
vehicles, you can
fun,
leverage
but there's something
tacticals,
about the
lethals,
I just
you can
can't
even use your
I can't find a
favorite kill
personal
streaks
way
in
in for
campaign.
me. I just have no
Now,
interest
open
in like
combat
military
missions
stuff.
are really important to our campaign story, and they're going to work
kinda
seamlessly
need the
with those
sci-fi
epic
first-person
cinematic
shooter.
missions
Yeah.
that Call of Duty fans
Like,
know
I play
about. And
Destiny.
tonight we want to show you an exclusive.
Yeah,
first
an
look at
FPS
one of
has to
these
be more than
epic
just an
cinematic
FPS
missions.
to get me
Okay,
interested in it.
set
And
it up for us, Shelby.
Call
What
of
are we
Duty
going
as
to
a
see? This
series
is the
exists to be an
start of the game
military
almost, right?
FPS, so it's
so
never
this
really
is a
grabbed me
sneak
before.
peek of the very first level of Modern Warfare 3. This is called Operation
I feel like they always do this.
627.
They always just like play
All
the
right,
first
check it
level.
out. Here
I
you
feel like
go.
I've seen
Call
this
of
for
Duty at
years
Gamescom
and years
first.
now.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you. I'm pretty sure it's exactly what they've done before. Joey says there was a 2-week period this year where he was playing Modern Warfare 2 for some reason, and he was having a great time.
Yeah, early, like way early this year, I was playing some Call of Duty game just with like my IRL friend, just to like I don't know, like go online, talk to my buddy, and like shoot stuff. And it was like a good time, but not in a way that like I can discern the differences between any of the games or have any idea. Like that's the thing. I can't unlock the critical level in my brain. You know.
Yeah.
Knight says we need Titanfall 3,
Oh!
which unfortunately will not happen anytime soon.
I got so deep in on Titanfall 2. That was such a fun game to play. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Alpha team clear. Heading to
Yeah, for
surface.
me, it takes a game like that to get into it.
I tried to get into Apex, and I'm simply not sweaty enough. I just get destroyed. I can't do it. My brain does not function quickly enough.
That's fair.
Eyes on target. Phase 1 complete. Charlie copies. We're set.
Late to Class Productions just came back to the stream. Have they shown Mortal Kombat 1 yet? No. Please continue your nap.
They did show Tekken 8 though, and Tekken 8 does look pretty good.
Oh, Joey agrees.
It's getting some Street Fighter 6 treatment with the kind of hub and avatar creation.
Yeah. No need to get over here just yet.
All right. Will somebody in this gameplay demo jump a large distance?
They're kind of starting underwater though.
I know. That's why I think it's an interesting bet. Will they still do it somehow?
I'm gonna say yes.
Wow.
Say yes.
I'm gonna say he's gonna like burst out of the water into the air and drop down.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Wow. I love that was on screen for a second. That square button prompt.
Yeah.
It just seems so unnatural. Like look at that. It just looks so unnatural for some reason.
And there's like a dead guy to the side.
Like an interactive
like,
cutscene. I think that's why it feels out of place. It's more of an interactive cutscene.
Yeah, because there's no other like video game UI, so it's
It's a QTE.
It's basically QTE.
See, so Joey has like normal American male brain because he says I've been conditioned since high school to get excited for a COD game around the holidays, so I might check this out. No, I understand, Joey. There is some sociological brainwashing that like something in my body is like, don't you want to play COD? And I'm like, oh God.
It's a seasonal thing, like pumpkin spice lattes.
How else are you gonna get your annual dose of zombies and guns?
So dark, I can barely see anything on this game screen. Yeah, it's like that for us too. It's just dark, but we got some night vision going on right now, so it looks a little better. I think it looks nice. I need it on my HDR TV. You know what I mean?
Oh, that would be something. You living in the future over there.
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
wait a second.
These kind of big jumps.
Wait a second.
Is a sideways jump.
I think the heart of the bet was the player. I think that was the heart.
You said someone.
No, you're right. You're right. I misspoke though. I wanted it to be. I wanted us to do a big jump.
For Charlie, you set? Affirmative. All teams green to go in phase 2. Check.
Roger.
I went to a I don't know if I can. Oh, God. I previewed a game recently, and I had to go into the settings because whoever played it before me had the vertical inverted, and I was like, "Oh, you filthy peasant!" And it was awful.
Moving interior. All clear. Descending.
That's more like for flight games, not a shooter.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? You know what I want in the big amazing graphics argument? I want when someone like walks inside from the rain, you see like the wet footprints as they slowly start to dry off.
Oh, I'd be surprised if Call of Duty doesn't have that. I feel like they'd be all over that shit.
It just didn't look like they did it there. That's why I was just like, you know what?
Look at this scene. Look at the rain outside, like coming in with the lights here.
This actually does look.
Oh my God, that is good looking.
I'd want to be doing like. I'd want to be Solid Snake in this scene. Like,
me too, Tom. Yeah. I totally feel you on that. Yeah.
There were previews for the remaster. I wonder if that'll be here.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That might be.
How do they make these environments look so good? Man, dude.
I think it's that magic word of shaders. But,
they got something figured out over there, though.
Yeah, shaders are very special.
Even among like big AAA games, this is pretty up there. I gotta say, this is man.
If you're running this smoothly.
Yeah.
That could be off
with the rain. With the rain.
No, I know. All the different like particles look like really nice too. Like, oh man, it's crazy.
No, you know they specifically have it raining in this first scene, in this first gameplay clip, just to push that right away.
Yeah.
Just to show off what they could do with it.
Rain makes the game look better, too.
Man, you know what's hitting me here though? The light rays. Like when you see like a little bit of light coming through in the dust and stuff. Like, dang, dude, they got that down somehow.
All teams, let's roll front down.
It's gonna be crazy when all games are ray traced.
Just another guy asked, is this running on Xbox or PS5? I think it's running on PS5 because we saw that button prompt, actually. So unless it's like PC and they're using a PlayStation controller, it's probably PS5.
Teams, Bravo's got the keys. Alpha, you have 1 mic before the lights are back online. Copy, Bravo.
I'm guessing 8 minutes till my camera goes off again, but I have it back again. And another battery.
Leo in chat says one of the 1% who doesn't play FPS team shooter games. No, yeah. I guess closest. Oh, it's not FPS. I was gonna say like, I mean, I play like shooter games. I play Splatoon, but that's not FPS. That's it.
I'll go into Fortnite every now and then. Well, I still like Fortnite.
I think mostly I played is Deep Rock Galactic lately.
Nice.
Oh, I have friends that play that really often.
Yeah.
I've heard many good things about it.
I just can't kill this willy-nilly. I'd really be questioning it. I'd be like, does that one really have to die? Can I just keep going down this rope, you know? Wait a second. Young Ninja in the chat says, how do you guys feel about the Sonic Heroes Remastered rumors? I am sorry? Sonic Heroes?
Okay, let me address that. There's been the extent of Sonic Media lately where they've been doing like random like videos hyping up different things. Some of the little clips they have where they showcase like Sonic and friends happen to be from Heroes. So it's gotten people thinking, why are they referencing Sonic Heroes nowadays? Do they have something planned? Are they doing a remaster or a sequel or something on that? And the truth of the matter is I actually think it's just because that's one of the few games where they have multiple characters interacting like that.
Oh, Tris, I don't know. Sonic Team's extremely on top of like being a troll. I feel like they do things purposefully as heck.
Like I agree, but I feel like a Heroes remaster wouldn't happen before the adventure games. Personally, I would love to be wrong.
The thing is, you can play the adventure games on most modern platforms. You cannot play Sonic Heroes as far as I know.
That's a good reason.
So. Yeah, so listen, I just want them to start it up. Sonic Heroes! Like, oh my god, dude.
Listen, if we got Sonic Heroes, I'd be very, very hyped.
Stay tuned for more Modern Warfare 3 details and gameplay when Call of Duty Next, the premier showcase event for Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, Call of Duty Mobile, and Warzone takes place. We're announcing it tonight on October 5th. And jump in for yourself when the multiplayer beta kicks off on October 6th.
I play Call of Duty Mobile.
We have so much more to share with you, but first, here's an update on Nightingale.
Maybe that's where I can sweat the most.
Survival crafting game from Inflection. After a few years of waiting, it's finally time to find out the early access release date for Steam and Epic Store.
Oh, okay. For
the Feywilds await.
For not mobile releases.
And
gotcha.
So too Nightingale. Awaken your first portal and tread on towards that which is boundless, beyond the measurable.
That looks cool.
Wait a second. The way Jeff was queuing this up, I was not interested. But now this trailer.
Yeah, like.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Like I do not think his phrasing did this justice.
Becomes, wilt thou be a survivor?
He was still thrown off from that earlier encounter from the random fan.
Yes. Yeah.
Give him time.
Oh, no.
Oh, building stuff.
Too much building. Too much. Okay.
Dinosaurs, though. Fantasy dinosaurs.
Space
Regardless of which portal variety you favor.
That's what it seems like.
It is very true, Chris.
will be necessary.
Ooh.
Oh, I was gliding with the Mary Poppins. That's fun.
kind of like fighting these big monsters.
Getting Monster Hunter vibes?
Not quite. It's kind of, I don't know, there's something about it where it's kind of like Remnant. Kind of got that kind of play going, I think.
Come fly. Let my words steer your
Joey says, I think we've seen this game at like 87 different presentations in the past 2 years.
Oh man, really? Wow.
Yeah, it definitely felt familiar.
Oh, man, this did not stick
every
in my
time.
brain. Ooh, wait.
Guys of York.
Oh, is this that something blue? That MMO from like Bandai Namco or whatever? Oh no, I guess not.
It's not
Protocol, Blue Protocol. I'm just making this up.
I don't think you are.
Grand Blue Fantasy.
I think I'm sniffing it out.
The astral realm is Lilith's home. One way back is to restore the forbidden primal. She will utilize the power of the four
Is this the MMO I
desire?
desire?
Cast open the gates once
I don't know.
more.
I don't think this is an MMO.
Oh, okay.
I think it's an
These
RPG.
primal beasts were weapons created
might
by
be wrong.
astrals. Their powers are capable of untold destruction.
Primal beast. Is that what you call primeval gods?
Ooh, I like this. I think this looks cool.
It does, yeah.
Can't put a finger on what.
Combat looks nice and quick.
Yeah.
Does it look right from up here?
No. Feels like overkill for a glorified treasure.
Something's blocking me. I can't get through.
Oh, primeval god, I beg your forgiveness. But fate set in motion can't be stopped.
A little,
Deliver us from
a little bit
grief
like Dragon
and
Quest
sacrifice.
feeling
Fulfill
here.
my salvation.
Bahamut.
We've been through a lot together. Visited new islands, met new people. But you've always been there to protect me.
All right, so it's 1 part Final Fantasy, 1 part
just wanted to
Genshin
say
Impact,
thank you.
2 parts Xenoblade, and 1 part like Tales.
I was getting a little bit of the Tales vibe.
Yeah,
Grand Blue Fantasy. I mean, the Grand Blue's like long-going series, so I think calling it all these other things may be doing slight disservice to
Everyone
it.
at
But
Gamescom.
Oh,
Gina Torres
dude,
here. I was
nice.
General Kirkin,
From Suits,
the
Jessica
immortal
Pearson.
Stadium. She is Jack's mentor. She is tough, and she is conflicted about how to win this ever war. But that's all I can say. Let's take a look at the game. It's out today.
Oh right, she's in this
Yeah,
game. I
Immortals of
forgot.
Avium, yeah. From
She's also in Destiny 2. She's like one of the main characters.
We're out of time.
Yeah, she rules. She looks so much like herself in Immortals of Avium.
Yeah, that's what I thought immediately.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Can fight
No, she rules.
already is. And we're still losing.
Yeah. I'm such an easy mark. It's like, this is a first-person shooter game, but instead of guns, it's like fun pew-pew magic, and I'm literally like, yeah, no, that's what now I want it. You got me.
It's like, well done.
Like,
I mean, it really is a change in the presentation, though.
What if Call of
Like,
Duty
that does
one
change a
year
lot.
just said, we're doing Call of Duty : Magic? Like, what would happen? Would people hate it? Would it not sell well, or would it be fine?
The Call of Duty fans would hate it. It would get more people to play Call of Duty, though. That's what it would do.
I don't know if you can get more people to play Call of Duty. So I'm just
It would get people
curious.
that don't play it interested in trying it.
Yeah.
Because it would be something different for once.
You could do a smaller spin-off, kind of like the
Borderlands.
Borderlands, Like a Dragon series. They've had like a zombie game. They've had like their Back to the Past kind of series.
Dude, I think they should try it. They already have like 3 different studios making Call of Duty games. Just let one like do something weird once.
They're all needed to keep it going as is, though. You'd have to get another studio.
Thank you. Yes. Fantastic. It's a great honor to have you here.
They said this is the
We've been very
Hoyoverse.
excited to
Oh,
hear
yeah,
more
we've seen
about
this before.
ZZZ, the next game from the Hoyoverse, in the Hoyoverse. Can you tell us a little about what you brought to Gamescom for this ARPG?
Oh, Joey, is the embargo for that up? Because you've been playing Immortals of Avium, so is it fun? Is the magic fun?
都是幻想类的 ARPG 游戏。
I feel bad. This guy behind looks really
honored
nervous to be on
here
stage.
Tonight, and I've brought one of our
The
newest
translator.
products with
Or the guy who
with
is
me
also
today,
translating.
which is
like, you didn't tell me this is part of the
Zone
deal.
Zero, an urban
Oh,
fantasy.
Joey says I would
APRG.
like it. Joey knows too. He
距离上
knows.
次我们给大家分享动态已经有1
Nice.
年时间了，我也知道大家非常着急，想知道我们新的一些
So this
研
game
发
is
进展如何。
ZZZ for short.
所以这次我们想借助这个舞台，给
The
大家分
Z's.
享
Oh,
一下我们
Sean
新
in
的
the chat
研
said
发
they're
中的
all
内
your
容。
Z's, Jake.
So I know it's been a while since we've
Genuine
given you
question.
an
I
update on what we've
feel
been
no,
working
but I want to get your guys'
on,
thoughts
and
on
that's why I'm
this.
particularly
I
happy
see everyone
to
in
be
chat
here
asking,
today
is Nintendo going to be
give
here
you an
at
update
all?
on
And I know what you're saying
the
earlier,
progress
like
we've
no,
made
but
with this game.
is there
接下来的
any
PE 会
chance
有我们新制作的战
that
斗机
Charles
制和我
Martinet
们新
video
的
they
这次
talked
交
about
互
we'd
系
get
统。
this week shows up here?
We talked about that in the pre-show.
So we've brought the trailer.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And it
Just
shows you
now
some of
feeling
the
what the
urban
vibe
environment
of this
that
show
we've been
is,
working on, and
now
also
I
some
feel
of
pretty
the,
empowered to
the,
say no.
Dynamics
Yeah,
of the game.
that's what I was thinking
I hope
too.
you like it.
That's what I was thinking too.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Here you go.
Now, if it was a
Brand new
musical
trailer for
number
Zenless
between
Zone
him
Zero
and
at
Mr.
Gamescom.
Miyamoto.
Okay,
No,
out of all the Hoyoverse games, this one did look kind of neat though. So I'm curious to see how it looks here.
I'm impressed you know what a Hoyoverse game is.
Oh yeah, I had to do a sponsored video about Honkai Star Rail, so I'm extremely familiar.
That was so funny to me because that was like when you did that sponsored video, for me, like just like paying attention to things, that was the first time I heard about Honkai Star Rail, and then for 3 days it was like nonstop one of the only things I was hearing about.
Oh no,
and I was like, what happened?
When I was working on that video,
Exploded.
I saw like IGN gave it like a 9 out of 10. It was like, no, this game actually rips. So like, I don't know, it's got its fan base. People love it.
No, guys, Sonic Superstars has not happened yet, so you've not missed that yet.
Honkai. Am I not saying it right? Honkai. Honkai.
Honkai?
Honkai?
Honkai Star Rail. I've been having some friends get into it recently, and they're saying it's pretty good.
See, this looks alright.
Yeah.
But I will say, I'm not the biggest fan of Genshin Impact's combat. It's not, it doesn't have enough to it for me, so it's hard to tell sometimes how much of it is flash, how much is substance.
This past April, Honkai Star Rail made its global debut, and the game has captivated players.
Joey,
with its
I'll tell you exactly what
interstellar
Nintendo's showing at
grand journey.
Gamescom.
And today we're
Splatoon
excited to
3,
share a special look
New Super
as
Mario
beloved
Bros. U
characters
Deluxe,
provide an update on its
Yoshi's
PlayStation
Crafted
5
World,
release.
and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. No DLC.
The
That's what they're
Lawful's
showing at Gamescom.
reconstruction efforts are ready for inspection, General Fu Xuan.
Oh, Smash Brothers tourney. There you go.
Thanks to the Skyfaring Commission, Starsky
Don't forget Breath of the
Well, speaking of a tournament, Trish, what was it like with the pressure at PAX when you were up there on stage for Mario Kart?
Oh man, there was definitely a lot of pressure with that. There was definitely a lot of pressure with that.
It was a big crowd, but you were like your back was to the crowd, wasn't it?
No, they had like the screens were like right in front of us, so if I really wanted to see the crowd, I'd have to like look like up or around it.
Oh yeah.
But
General 1, Demon 0.
I made sure to like turn like the headphone volume up so I can hear the game and not hear any of the other things going on.
Yeah. Chat, you're cracking me up right now. You're cracking me up. And Andrew, you in the chat with Booster Pack Course 2 with starry eyes. I'm dying. Oh man. Is this the same game or is this a different one of theirs?
This is another one from them. Another from the Hoyoverse. But it's not the same game from the first one that they showed off.
ARMS. I was just thinking ARMS DLC. There we go.
I'm a bit of an ARMS truther. If ARMS ever came back, I'd be so hyped. I loved ARMS.
Honestly, same.
I love it.
Like a new IP. It's actually pretty good.
I think there was a point in ARMS early competitive where I was like a top 20 player in the world. I'm not even kidding. I know how insane that sounds, but I was really doing work in ARMS.
I have a fun story for you. Andre was like beating all the other press at ARMS.
Yeah.
So when we went to E3 and he interviewed the creator, creator asked to have a match with Andre. And say, okay.
Oh,
like, see
Mr.
how good
Ibuki?
Andre is? Yeah.
Nice.
But then he just wiped the floor with Andre. He was like, because of course he's like developed the game. Playing it for like
yeah,
a couple
Ibuki was
years.
good. He was playing people in the finals at tournaments and stuff. He had moves.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Hey, we're still in the Hoyoverse block.
Right, the Hoyoverse.
Here's Genshin. Honestly, props to them for like turning around, like making such a huge turnaround on like the Hoyoverse in general. Like the public reception to what that was like 5 years ago versus what it is now.
This is no time for distractions. Seriously, you have a great magician standing right here.
Like not my thing, but like kudos to them for like really turning around what this like universe is, what these games are.
Yeah, Genshin's like a big deal, but I think it's in its niche like pretty comfortably because it hasn't broken through. Like when a new event or whatever is happening in a game Genshin, I like don't hear about it. You know, like in Fortnite, I hear about it against my will. I always know. I always know whether I choose to or not. It's like, Jake, there are dinosaurs in Fortnite right now. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know what's going on in Genshin. Oh, look at that. That guy was in a hat. That was cool. Wait a second. Genshin
concert.
So
This
Los Angeles
October,
and
Lords
Chicago.
of the Fallen.
All right, we're out of Hoyoverse. Yo, have either of you seen the new trailers for this game? It looks good. It looks really good.
Here is
let's
a first
see.
look at the brand new story trailer for Lords of the Fallen.
Okay, I don't know if I want to see. I don't know if I want to see story. If I'm being honest.
I like gameplay.
Jake, that's how I feel with Marvel Spider-Man 2. Like I think it's supposed to be here, and I really don't want to see it because I don't want to know anything about that game before going into this.
Oh, I just don't think story is really the selling point for this game. Like I was just saying, I thought recent trailers look so cool, and a lot of people I think haven't seen them. So I kind of wish they were showing gameplay because I was really impressed by it.
I see. Yeah, I see. That makes sense.
And yet I offer you something they will not. A choice. After all the time mankind have had to shape their own destiny.
Is this basically a Souls-like, or is it different?
It is.
It does make me think of a Souls-like.
Yeah, it is. It's got like a lot of polish. I think the action is a little more like it's not like a stylish action game by any means, but it definitely has like a little more to it in that sense. Some like really big bombastic moves for sure.
Now you will know darkness, brother.
So is this what the Souls fans have to look forward to after Elden Ring?
You are in the presence.
No, that's Armored Core.
Yeah.
Before me and beg for forgiveness. And remember, you look into the shadows.
Man, I wish I knew if I was gonna like Armored Core or not. It's simply impossible to tell. Oh,
Sega. Mixture of gameplay and non-gameplay footage. All right, here's Sonic. Here's Sonic Superstars. I'm so excited for this game. I'm so excited for this game.
Unfortunately,
Please
it's
have
like
a release date.
It's like number 10 on my list for October.
It's in my.
Oh, rocket ships.
I'm trying to think of everything that's coming out in October. Top 5 for sure for October.
Battle mode. Battle mode revealed.
Ooh.
Just like the old days.
Interesting. Split screen in battle mode. But as far as I've seen, no split screen in like normal co-op.
Let me go fast with friends. Yes.
The
October 17th. 3 days before Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Neat.
It's on other platforms, though. I mean, it does have.
I think it'll be fine. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I feel like.
No, I know. It's more just so close together, getting to play both. It's like, oh man, that's a lot at once.
Yes, there will be full 4-player co-op game.
I think that game will kill for the holiday season.
That is not all the Sonic news we have for you tonight at Opening Night
More
Live.
Sonic news?
Because we also have a special update for you.
Oh, cool. This is the one with the
Sonic
playable
Frontiers.
characters, I think, right?
I may not be allowed to look at this. My friends are still trying to get me through all the Sonic games. So they don't want me spoiled on Frontiers yet.
I just want to see playable Tails in Frontiers. I'm hyped about that.
That'd be nice. Cinematics, I'm representing the faster gameplay. Oh, Super Sonic.
Whoa, is he going Ultra Instinct?
The Final Horizon update is new story, new playable characters, new challenges.
That's what they showed?
No gameplay?
I thought
Not
you would have had a
even-
little bit of gameplay.
That
for
was
the
barely a cinematic.
It's so amazing being
That was like a
here
screenshot.
at Gamescom with all the game devs, publishers, and of course, the fans.
Yeah, hyping up another Sonic announcement there. I feel like that didn't. Did that tell us anything new? We knew it was gonna have a story and other playable. Did that tell us anything new about it?
I think their main focus is
Did it at least have a date? I don't think so.
Fat L.
To celebrate games and connect with your
Could have been a bigger
fellow
moment.
friends.
But Jake,
And
we saw the
earlier,
cost of an
I
ad.
mentioned
That was
the
more like trying to
Gamescom
keep in the 30-second
cosplay area,
window.
where you
It's a lot
can
less.
see amazing game-inspired costume, just like this.
Sonic forgot his wallet at home.
Now I'm here
pushing the
with
cosplay
Mochi
competition
Dragon,
again.
Rainbow Raven,
Oh no, are we about to see 3 losers?
and Saphira.
Like 1 winner and 3 losers.
Oh no.
Mochi Dragon,
Don't
can
do
you
this.
tell me how you choose a character to cosplay?
For me, there are 3 things required in order to decide on
I
a
feel like them
cosplay.
doing this on the
first thing
stage
is,
is just
do I
feels
like
strange.
the game or the media where it's
yeah.
coming from? The second one is, do I enjoy the character
This feels
design?
like a less.
And the third one
this
is,
feels
does
like
it
a
have a little
Gamescom
challenge
force
in the
thing.
cosplay making
Try to do the
progress?
spirit of Gamescom,
like
and you should come
sewing
here
a
and buy a
corset
ticket.
like my
Like,
princess has here, or
This is so
imitating bone structure with
tangentially related to video
And
games.
what
I can
makes cosplay
it's like shocking.
For me, it's definitely being able to play all of these awesome games.
So, hey,
in
listen,
cosplay
at least
the
Nintendo's
booths
here.
Of the developers, as well as
Yeah.
talking to the producers
Yeah,
of
Link
the indie
came
games,
to Guys,
like having
there-
first
yeah,
time
Link and Zelda.
conversations, and of course the cosplay.
I think that.
village.
Wait, is that? Yeah,
That is Zelda.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that is Zelda.
I haven't been to Gamescom, but at Tokyo Game Show, the cosplay used to be a huge thing. Like in between the 2 halls, like you'd have all the cosplayers like out there, and
Yeah.
like people would just go to TGS to take photos of cosplayers.
I hope Andre's in the back end and caught that Link and Zelda reveal at Gamescom. So I expect to see that up on the channel
Sunday, there
momentarily.
will be live shows from this stage right here in this
They
hall.
didn't have it in that
Check
trailer, but
out
that Sonic Frontiers
creators,
update to tell everyone,
gaming events,
the
and
final
esports
Horizon update to Sonic
competitions
Frontiers is
live
coming
from Cologne or
September
tuned in
28th.
Online. Join and follow us on
Okay.
Facebook,
Alright.
Instagram,
It says experience a
TikTok,
brand new
Twitter,
story and play as
Twitch,
Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and
be
Amy
sure
in this
to
climactic
use
free
the
update
Gamescom
coming to
hashtag
Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's gonna make it
Thank you
onto the
so
hard
much,
drive this
and
fall.
back
We'll
to
see.
you, Jeff.
It's a busy fall.
Thank you, Jasmine. It's great to
At least
have
it's
you
before
here.
October.
Yeah.
I think I'll
All right,
still
right
be
now
like
we've
catching
got
up
a
on indie
first
games.
look at the
by
first
that.
Descendant, a next-generation action looter shooter from Nexon. The crossplay open beta is going to be held September 19th to 25th.
Oh, is this the one that we got an email about recently and I told you all I thought it actually looked kind of fun? Was that this game?
It might be.
You know, the one that kind of looked, Tom, you said it looked like Vanquish a little?
Yeah, and then you said it looked like old
Warframe
PlayStation Vita game. Right?
and Freedom Wars, yeah.
Risking their lives for us, for Albion.
We'll see how much knee sliding there is.
Right.
Give your lives for Clip-Off.
It's the Ironheart! This could wipe out all of the Vulgus, right? It's so cool!
Countless descendants have shed blood to protect the
Well, it definitely
sanctity
looks
of
like
this
something
great
between
place.
Capcom and Warframe, so.
Despite their efforts, humanity is still at risk of extinction. And you are the only chance we have.
Oh, the cloaking's cool. Whoa. Gameplay looks interesting.
I'm abandoning the stream for a bathroom break. I will return.
Let's hope that's not when they show like Mortal Kombat or something that Jake really wants to see.
Yeah, yeah, Theo.
That's
There used to be
calling
so-
for Jake.
There used to be so many of these types of games, like in the Xbox 360 era, and then they just made too many and it kind of killed the genre.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. I definitely feel that.
think like Lost Planet 3 or something kind of did it in.
The first
Descendant. I'll check if that was one Jake said later.
Crossplay open beta September 19th through 25th.
Hi. How's Surface
Oh, I
World?
remember this.
Haunted Dream.
Everything's fine.
This is the one with,
Published.
Great.
This is the one with like the submarine.
How are you?
And
Tired,
he's exploring
but
undersea. Yeah,
in
I
a
remember
good
this.
way. Busy.
This looks cool when we last saw it.
Unitrench is still Unitrench.
This is
I'm worried.
Is this enough
about
time
you.
out
I heard there
from
was a
submarine
storm
news?
coming.
I told you,
I think when this first got revealed was not long
still
after
need
that,
time.
actually.
Time
I think
to
this was
what,
revealed at
Stan?
Summer Games Fest.
Because as far as I can see,
Joey,
you're just
underwater,
treading
you have
water.
my attention.
We're upping the extraction rate. Maximum.
I don't know if you're a Bioshock.
I don't expect you to understand.
Handle it.
You're not the only one who's suffering. I need you with me here, now.
There is always something about being underwater in the depths that's kind of like scary and mysterious.
Promise.
Under the waves.
They need to play Subnautica. Under the Waves, that's cool.
You're
and
right
that's
there.
in like a week.
On the verge of something
They said August 29th, so that's like pretty soon. And this is just Game Pass, I think.
Yeah, this is our Game Pass commercial. This Toussaint. The demo is pretty good. Oh, what was that Pixel one again?
Persona 5 Tactics. Exo Primal. Sea of Thieves. They're starting to go by real fast.
I'm impressed by how long Sea of Thieves has stuck around at this point.
Absolutely. Avowed.
Yeah, Avowed. That's like another third-person magical hand shooting. Man, that Mortal Kombat 1 trailer, was so good. It's crazy.
Joining me now, Troy Baker, Roger Clark, Julia Brown, the stars of Fort Solis, which is out today on PlayStation and PC. Guys, welcome to Gamescom. This is so fun. Tell us a bit about this project.
Joey says 40 minutes left.
Oh my God, look at these people. You guys are insane.
My battery will not make it that far, I'm sure.
We've been able to talk about this game for a while. I think the thing that I'm most excited about is for people to explore these characters. At the core of this experience is unraveling the mystery of Fort Solis, and you're going to do that by discovering these characters and learning about their stories. And that's, as actors, that's something that we just want to throw ourselves into.
And this is a game, I know Roger made, it's an independent game made by a pretty small team, right?
10 people, 2 years.
You have my attention.
0 delays. We are very excited to share with you the world, Fort Solis today. It was a real joy to work on, and it's a joy to see what indie studios are capable of in this day and age. It's a real thrill.
And an amazing
Manuel,
cast,
thank you for the super
for
chat.
an independent game.
The
Juliet,
side order
this is,
DLC for Splatoon 3,
we know you from a lot of great,
we
film,
don't know.
television
There's
work.
no date for it
this
yet.
game thing, how did you get involved in this project?
Yeah, it's my first ever video game project, so I'm so excited.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. And to get to work beside 2 of the best in the game world nonetheless. So I just had to watch these guys and learn.
And you guys did full-on, performance capture. We see a little tease of your character there, Julia. What can you tell us about kind of what we're going to see in this launch trailer? Because it's an amazing narrative experience, right? This sort of, an independent
launch
game
trailer,
but done.
so it's coming soon if it's not already out.
You know, one of the best things about working with Troy, I remember coming in from lunch and we were doing the mocap, and I walked into the foyer and there I see Troy's butthole. I mean, the hole is butt made.
When I say we threw ourselves into this, we literally did. And there's a hole in the wall that was made by my butt.
Which he signed.
And Julia, I know
This is like what you plan in advance in a talk show. What's something interesting that you can talk
Jessica
about?
Appleton, who's an engineer working on Fort
Interesting.
Solis, alongside
Oh,
Jack
Jake, I think your
Leary,
mic is off.
and they're going to have
Jake
a
is
night
muted.
that they
For
will
us or
never
something.
forget.
My bad.
It's a
My bad.
thrilling
No
ride.
problem.
Well, let's get a
What
little
were you
tease
saying?
of this. It said it's out today.
Yeah, no, you're
Here is
100%
the
right.
launch
That's
trailer for Fort Solis.
it's like you're on
Thanks so
Jimmy
much, guys.
Fallon and you need a little story to tell to promote your thing.
Also, Joey says it's out now, so yeah, it's a launch trailer because it is out now.
Yeah.
Jack Leary, senior engineer en route to Fort Solis, in the Planum Quadrant, responding to an alarm. Suspected power failure, await further information.
Recording submitted.
So is Mortal Kombat going to be saved for like the last thing at this rate?
I don't think it has that kind of cachet.
I don't think so either. I think you got to have something after it.
I mean, we still haven't seen Alan Wake either.
Yeah,
Right.
Alan Wake, I think, is going to be around the same time as it, but I don't know if either of those are going to be what ends it.
I think you could end on Alan Wake.
Is it weird that I see him ending it on a world premiere and then bring someone out to talk about it? Like something we don't know about yet?
It's not weird at all, Chris.
I mean, he literally said this is not like a one more thing kind of show.
Yeah.
So I don't think the last thing is gonna be. I think it makes sense. Alan Wake, honestly, maybe will be the last thing. I think there's
That's
a
fair,
prestige.
that's fair.
There's a prestige to Alan Wake in the industry, even if it's not like Call of Duty.
You're right. You're right. Okay, yeah. So it won't end with. I mean, there have been some world premieres in here, so it won't end with
next,
one. You're
it's
right.
time for the announcement about a new game from Focus Entertainment and Saber, the continuation of the ultimate off-road experience.
The ultimate off-road experience?
Excite Truck?
Spider-Man might end it. If it gets something extended. Spider-Man might be what ends
Is
it.
Spider-Man even like confirmed to be here? Because now I'm feeling like there's no Spider-Man.
One of
feel like it
anticipation
was.
and adaptation.
I don't remember. No, he would have said.
Yeah, I think we would have seen Spider-Man by now. Honestly, yeah,
maybe,
it's weird.
He was only saying Mortal Kombat 1 and the Monkey King type game.
Dude, if Sony skipped this, nice, dude. The disrespect.
Step matters.
Yeah, maybe wrong.
For every obstacle,
This is like
solution.
this is other sci-fi music that's used way too much. Like Oblivion, I think it was in.
If I was Sony, I think I would have queued up a Baldur's Gate 3 is on PlayStation trailer. I think I would have given that the hard push. I'm not even kidding. Just like remind people that it's on PlayStation and not on Xbox. I don't know. I think that maybe would have done well in the current climate.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
It used to be up Sony's alley to do that sort of thing. I don't know if they want to do it again now, but
yeah.
Oh, PlayStation's not at Gamescom? Okay, then yeah, Spider-Man.
There you go.
Yeah. Jake, if they did that now with the still finishing up the Microsoft buying Activision stuff, Microsoft
All right,
just
our
like
next
point to
stop,
that.
the Crew
Yeah,
Motorfest, a vibrant open world, welcomes you to the ultimate festival for car lovers.
Did they just
Motorfest.
transition
Here
from that game
is the brand new
into
trailer.
this one? This is a different game?
Yep.
They did the back-to-back car games. So we didn't get back-to-back fighting games, we get this.
This is somehow more disrespectful. Oh man.
I don't know what you mean. This is great.
Yeah. Oh man.
I can't tell how much is gameplay and how much is put together for the trailer, to be honest.
I used to love games like Project Gotham Racing and stuff, but it was kind of replaced by Forza. Burnout.
Oh, Burnout. Good old days. So many fond memories of the Burnout 2 crash mode.
I think I kind of feel like about racing games maybe exactly the same as I feel about like first-person shooter military games. I think it just is like my brain is just over it.
That's the thing. Burnout had the crash mode and stuff. Well, Project Gotham Racing had kudos to be constantly doing stunts and stuff. And then after that, I became like you, Jake, where it's like this is just random racing game over and over again.
Yeah. Try the full game for 5 hours, it said. Okay, interesting.
I think there's one made by Disney,
The Crew
or
Motorfest
published by
comes out
Disney called
September
Split Second
14th,
that I
and the
missed out
brand
on.
new
That apparently is really
Lamborghini
good.
Revelto is on the cover and playable. And we have a special O&L announcement for everyone watching between September 14th and 17th. A free trial will be available of the game, offering 5 hours of gameplay on all platforms for the Crew Motorfest. All right,
Man,
moving
I feel
on
like that
with
would
CD
hurt
Projekt
sales
Red
more than
gearing
help.
up for the release of the
CD
spy
Projekt
thriller
Red.
expansion to Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, I forgot about this thing.
Phantom Liberty on September 26th. The studio is ready to share a new look at the wide range of overhauled mechanics coming to the game. And as you're about to see, a lot has changed. Let's check this out.
It doesn't suck anymore. Like what does that comment mean? I don't.
Let's go.
Better than ever.
Yeah. New ways to play.
My
Fun.
favorite Merc. Welcome to Dogtown. There's a job. Coordinates provided. You know what to do.
Get your ammo, assault rifles, tactical gear.
And thinking of buying some iron.
The logical choice.
Damn. Green view.
Throwing out new weapons and all.
Getting a ripper to overclock your chrome before the fight.
Wow, man, maybe I'm crazy. I would just never direct a trailer. Like, I would never be like, okay, first thing we do, we show off some new models of guns. People are gonna love it. Like that. Yeah, I just don't get it. Like, we already saw this exact shot.
I'm sure it hits different for the Cyberpunk fans, the people that had been playing the game and waiting for the new content, because it immediately jumps into what content is new. But that's not really doing anything to get more people to try it. Which I guess it's not really for us in that case, but...
Yeah, one of the best trailer makers in the world, Derek Liu, he sometimes breaks down other people's trailers.
Oh, I love when he does that, yeah.
I wonder if he'll like tackle any of these ones. Well, he probably will on the show, some of these, but maybe not this point. And give his thoughts.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not in tune with what players of this would want, because I can't imagine somebody in Cyberpunk, which is like this huge open RPG, being like, oh, the new DLC is out. Let me see the models of the guns, dude. Is that really the attraction?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess they're trying to sell that there's so many new things, and they don't want to do like a list, but that was like a list of vehicles just there, like just show vehicles.
I kind of wish they did like a 3-row split screen, and you had one person shooting a gun, one person like using an ability, and then another person like driving a car, and it was just like new, and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's maybe would have been, because this just feels like an ad in a weird way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No gun, no fun. Max tap. Time to tilt out.
Someone in chat says, OMG, they transition from car game to car game to car game.
Bravo, V. I only hope this
Like one of the things on this list is dozens of new story quests and gigs. I feel like
this, I guarantee you.
I don't know, there's an opportunity to have like a character talk at you and say something that's more memorable than, wow, look at this guy.
New jobs.
I don't know.
It's
maybe
so
that'd be too close to the story like trailer last time.
Julia Primock, Gamescom.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe they've done other things, and
Welcome to Gamescom.
Hey, I'm excited to be here today.
Okay, they have a developer here.
And we're excited to get in depth about what we just saw, because there are a lot of upgrades coming. We just saw a lot of upgrades and changes that are coming to Phantom Liberty. Where do we even start?
So basically, we've prepared a major overhaul of the gameplay experience. So for example, with our absolutely redesigned perks system, we prepared many cool playstyles and many cool abilities to try out. For example, deflecting bullets with your katana, or just
you know what would have been
grabbing
so
your enemy
bold?
and throwing that enemy
If they
around.
really believe
And
in
on
this,
top of
like
that
we've
all, we
completely
also prepared
redesigned the
a new
gameplay
relic
experience,
tree
there
that
should
will
have been
allow
like
for,
on the left, here's what you would have
empower
done
your
before.
cyber
On the
even
right,
further.
here's what you can do now,
It seems
kind of
like players,
thing.
could
Because that
even
would have
further
been
customize their
bold.
playstyle.
I don't know if
That's
they.
like
We also
that's
saw
like
in that
Nick
video
Brawl
a lot
2
about,
opening with gameplay from the
vehicles
first
and how
game.
I just think that would have been
vehicular combat is
powerful,
even,
because so much of the game's like
Exactly right.
story
So
in
vehicle
our
combat is a
space
massive
is
addition.
on its
Players
failed
now will be
launch,
able
and I
to
think
shoot their
directly
guns
like
while
responding
driving.
to that
They
would
will
have
be
for
able
this
to
kind of
use
event
mounted
would have been
weapons
cool.
like, and
Yeah.
rockets.
Yeah.
And on top of that,
Yeah, I
also,
still remember
also
putting
will be
Keanu
able to
Reeves
take
on that
remotely
bus stop
control
bench in
over
front of a yellow
vehicles
background.
to, for example, crash them or
Keanu Reeves
into,
really
like,
wasn't
some
the
group
face
of
of marketing
enemies.
for this game originally, wasn't he? Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. One more thing is
well,
that
like
car
the boldest
chases
thing
are
to do
gonna
would be
be
a demo,
a
but
new,
they don't
like,
do live demos anymore.
renewed experience.
Joey
with
says
the
he played quite a bit of
revamped
this, but
police
fell off for a bit, but he might jump back into the
well,
DLC.
it seems like you're
You know what, Tom?
upgrading,
I
you
think
said,
this is
across
a
the
good
board with
contender
bunch of
for
different things,
a live demo,
and thank
actually.
you so much for
I think this
coming
would
out
have
to
been a
tell us about
good,
it.
yeah.
Like the trailer showed,
Mix
I know,
in the
you have
katana
something else to
parrying
announce that
stuff,
wasn't
jump in a
the
car
trailer.
after. I
Exactly
mean, there would
right.
be a
So
lot
I'm
there you
really
could
happy
probably
to announce
set quickly.
Because you
that
talk to
a lot
somebody,
of what
you
we've
do
just
some
seen in the
action, you do
trailer
some
will
driving,
also
you
be
get
coming
out.
to Cyberpunk
Yeah, that
Bill's
would have been
game
cool.
for free.
Talk to Jeff
for
while
car
playing the
injections
game.
Talk to Jeff.
Have someone play the game. Somebody there.
Have Jeff
talk
play
to
the
Jeff.
game.
Yeah, it's honestly because I think like even being like have a human being be like, oh, this is an ability that wasn't in the game before, and then using it. That reaches people.
Here at Gamescom.
I think the risk of crashing, though, even though you could have a trailer backed up,
tonight we've also got an update on the
demo is
science
too
fantasy
great,
strategy
but
game Stormgate,
Wait,
and a first look
demo.
at one of the factions, the Infernal Hosts.
Joey just said Idris Elba is in the DLC, and he doesn't know why they forgot to mention it.
Well, because Joey, that's what I'm saying. He was in the last one, but yeah, you could have him in gameplay.
Stormgate
That
will
would have
feature
been big.
highly asymmetric armies fighting for control of Earth's future.
Anyway, I
Today we have
enjoyed
an early look at our second faction,
Edge
the
Runners
Infernal
on
Hosts.
Netflix. That's what it
Infernals
is.
live and die.
Man,
by the
I'm starting
code
to
of
think they
victory
are going to
at
end
any
with Mortal
cost.
Kombat. We're getting
They
close.
have a full advantage. Shrouded
It's a
by
big
fields
name.
of dark magic. that
Mortal
strengthen
Kombat,
their
then Alan
armies.
Wake 2.
The lowliest infernal units. Are
Yeah,
the
it might be
those
one of those two,
It's
yeah.
it's one of them. Yeah.
Don't get too close.
Well, Jake, your level of hype
Powerful
for Mortal
lumbering
Kombat,
brutes
though, has got me
and the fiends that they
interested
unleash.
again in
Infernals will
revisiting Mortal
sacrifice
Kombat.
everything.
I like what they're doing
themselves to emerge
gameplay-wise.
victorious.
It,
On the
it's
music front, the Chainsmokers are advising us on our soundtrack.
The Chainsmokers.
We're working with composers like
Jeff
Frank
Keighley
Lepaki of Command and Conquer. We'll share more later
Did
this
you
year,
connect to these
including some
people?
of the friends we brought in to lend their voices to our co-op campaign.
I just, hearing that and then just Jake, you just going at it, just that broke me here.
Wait.
I wasn't ready for that.
Gamescom always strives to help our environment, and all of you can help make a
Real
change
Retro
with
Noob says, can you shut up when something
Gamescom
new is
Force.
announced? You
Now
can go to
present
twitch.tv/The Game
Gamescom
Awards if you
Green
want to
Studio
watch
of
it
the
without
Year.
our commentary.
Please join me in welcoming Lisa Pack from
All right,
Friends of
what's
the
next?
Planet. Lisa?
Every time I come to Gamescom, I am amazed by the scale of this event and impressed with how each year the team continues to make steps to make it more sustainable. This is being done through the Gamescom Goes Green initiative, as well as by partnering with us at Playing for the
I
Planet.
don't think they ever said an exact time.
Through Playing for the Planet,
said
the
around
United
2
Nations
hours.
has been working with the games
And
industry
I guess I
to
assumed it was
inspire
going to be less.
millions of players around the
It was
world
less
to
last
learn
time,
more
yeah. It was
about
like
the
10,
environment
15 minutes
and to
left.
take actions that benefit the planet.
I guess we'll see.
Whether you are a gamer, a head of a
Oh my
AAA
God, Project
studio,
Spark,
or an
remember
indie
that?
developer, all of us can and
Oh, that was
should
so
play a
long
part.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. This is
What matters
Dreams.
most
I got
is
confused.
that you start
That's Dreams.
somewhere and collaborate, because time is of the essence.
last of
And if we
dreams.
don't start now, then when? For those of you who play games, many of you are already raising the bar by asking game makers to step up and act on values that are important to you. Keep on asking, whether it's for more green content or greater energy efficiency, because your voice counts. For this year's Green Studio of the Year award, we have been looking for bold, system-changing, innovative, and creative ways to tackle the climate crisis, and all nominees this year have done an amazing job. The way we win on climate change is to stop emissions from happening in the first place, and that is exactly what this year's award winner is actively trying to do.
Ooh, wait, who
The
won?
nominees for the Green Studio of the Year, based on companies that have submitted applications, are Frontier, Ubisoft, and Xbox. And this year's winner is Xbox.
Right.
And here to
Yeah, I
accept
thought
the
so.
award
Microsoft's been doing a lot of
is Phil
different
Spencer,
initiatives.
the head
Yeah.
of Xbox.
I gotta say, I'm a little deflated by companies that submitted applications part of that.
It's not like a small company, right?
It feels like PR.
I'm accepting
I
this
don't
award
know.
little bit.
on behalf of an incredibly talented team at
It's
Xbox
like, what are you talking about,
that has
environment?
worked
It's not
very hard to
forest
put
fire
tools in
smoke
the
outside
hands
the
of
window at all.
developers to allow them to see the impact
Over in
of
Germany,
their
no, it
code
isn't.
on the energy draw of the consoles. We do this so that we can all play while we continue to make the world a more sustainable place. Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone.
Congratulations to Phil and Xbox. Great to have that award in the show. I'm now here with Judd Cobbler, the founder and CEO of 11th Hour Games.
It's like Forza
Judd, this is
now
a big
features
moment for
all
you guys.
Teslas.
ARPGs have had an incredible year, but you're an independent studio that has been building this game for a number of years, and we're excited to tell your story. So tell us a bit about The Last Epoch.
Absolutely. So Jeff, thanks so much for having me. First off, before Last Epoch, I was not in the games industry. I was just a die-hard action RPG
Is that a
player
baseball
that
hat
dreamt
for
of
their
creating
game?
a community-made action RPG.
Or their,
and with the
I
help
think
of our
it's their
community and
the studio
Kickstarter,
logo. But
we've
yeah.
been able to make that happen. And so in Last Epoch, every single skill in the game has its own transformative skill tree. We have 119 skills in the game so far, and we're adding more every single patch. We also have an awesome deterministic skill system, deep and interesting loot, and multiple in-game systems for endless playability.
Deep loot.
And Jeff, tonight we're excited to announce our newest class, the Rune Master. The Rune Master has a unique mechanic where he's able to invoke any of 40 different abilities with a single button press, making it
Chris,
super
do you have
exciting and
amazing
fun to
balance, or is
experiment
that
and find
clip-on?
your perfect play style. And
Okay.
the Rune Master is going to be joining us September 7th and will be available to play here all week at Gamescom.
Amazing. Well, this is such a great story of this game. I
They sell
encourage
them
you
at
to
Super
check it out.
Nintendo
And
World.
right now, we've got a first look at the Rune Master.
I
Thanks,
saw.
Judd. Appreciate it.
5 years ago, Last Epoch was a community dream.
Jake, are you awake?
What if
Are you
we
with us?
could play
I
this
went
game
to
together
sleep
to
for a
make the next
second.
great
I was
ARPG?
asleep.
What would
I
that
got
game look
man.
like? Lots of character classes to
You're
choose
back
from.
now. I'm glad. I'm good. It
Every
was
single skill
1
would
year
have its own
it passed.
build-defining
What kind of
skill
game is
set.
this?
Reaching in-game would be just the beginning, and it would be updated for years, so we could
Shut
play
up right now.
Ooh.
Is it like a Diablo?
Hey.
Last Epoch makes crafting and finding items super rewarding.
That's interesting.
I mean, crafting was not the first thing I wanted to hear, if I'm being
It's
honest.
genius. I think this is the most innovation we've
But the
seen
ability
in
to
a
do it in
trade
that sort of
system
game.
in an
Who is
ARPG
Riker?
in at
Is
least a
this
decade.
like a YouTuber?
It's a Twitcher.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. A streamer, some might say.
Yeah.
No, it's
Okay,
Twitcher,
a
Jake.
streamer.
They go up there and they Twitch.
No, okay, I'm not familiar. I've never been on Twitch. Cool.
Hold on.
A really cool game. Speaking of cool games, please welcome the winner of Best Mobile Game last year at the Game Awards, Ben Brode from Marvel
Oh,
Snap.
it's the Marvel
Hello,
Snap
Ben.
guy.
Oh,
it's
whoa,
you.
Whoa. I know we won
The ultimate hype
Mobile
man.
Game of the Year.
You did, yeah.
But we just finished rebuilding the entire game to run natively on PC. It looks insane. And I'm here to tell you that, like, literally just like 5 minutes ago, we launched the game on Steam.
Okay, it's on
Excellent.
Steam,
Oh.
rebuilt.
That's exciting.
That's fantastic. Now,
Right
I know
now.
anyone
So
actually watched
here's
the
the
show
deal,
on
though.
Twitch, if you
You've
watched
been
more than
able to
30
play it
minutes
on
going
Steam
out
for a
tonight.
while.
There's a special Twitch
Oh, have
drop,
you?
a Spider-Man
Yeah, I've got
variant
friends
for
that have been
Marvel
playing
Snap.
it for like
Right now, we've got
for like
an exclusive
I don't know,
cinematic to
several
show you
months.
from Snap.
So
Check it out.
so there must be it's
Thanks,
some kind
man.
of version. I don't know. It's what he said about it like running natively or something. I don't know.
So not any new feature update. They just redid how the code is, so it runs better.
Probably somebody probably knows better than me, but maybe it was like running the mobile version on your PC.
Yeah.
I presume. Yeah.
Like a virtual machine.
Oh,
like
I see.
Game Maker has that where you can export in like a virtual machine or natively compile in something closer to C++.
Yeah, their trailers like this, they've done a couple, I think, are always pretty good. They high quality.
Yeah.
I'm like, what just happened?
Yeah, I mean it's tough because I feel like the whole thing is just like about cool imagery.
Yeah.
And there's like a degree of that that's cool, and then there's a degree of it that just kind of like washes over me. It's like breaking now though. So.
Yeah, it really is breaking.
Ready to get out there?
We're back to Xbox Game Pass again.
No, PC Game Pass. Totally different.
Game
We have a
Pass.
lot
Totally
to
different.
talk about.
I couldn't tell the screen was glitching.
I still remember the commercial for PC Game Pass. That was one of the best.
Who was that? Lil Dicky maybe?
Yeah, Little Dicky
Yeah.
and someone else. My brother listens to Little Dicky, so
Yeah.
that's for me it's memorable.
I just want chat to know that though he's not in the chat, Joey is harassing me in my DMs now about Alan Wake. He's moved on. He's now in my DM, making sure I see his Alan Wake messages.
You can block him, Jake. You can block
I'm
him.
thinking about it. What happens in our Discord server if I block Joey? Do I still see him?
I think you can mute somebody in Discord so you don't see their messages.
Okay.
It's got to be a way.
I'll consider it.
We'll have to talk to our moderator.
All right.
Okay, here's the armored core that
cool.
kind of expected.
There's something about this game. I think it looks so cool. I just don't like. I can't like imagine playing it as a video game. I don't like know what it's actually like. So I can't.
Yeah.
I can't tell if I'd like it or not.
You know, that's entirely fair. Yeah. Like all these things look cool, but I don't get that. I don't understand how it plays.
Yeah.
Like, does it play like Virtual On? I believe it's called, or
you mean ARMS?
The old Sega. Well, there's an old Sega mech game.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Let's see how far they can fly on borrowed wings.
The story was different, where it's like you are just hooked up in some, basically like a hospital bed, and connected virtually to the machines.
Memories form.
Is that Virtual On?
No, the Armored Core.
Really?
Kyle Boston had a video on it.
Enough.
Oh. Weird.
They had a story trailer like a month ago.
Oh.
Or be forgiven. I ran. I begged. I stole. But I survived.
Yeah, Armored Core is funny. I think there's a degree to which if it wasn't FromSoft, people would not pay as much attention to it as they are right now. I think FromSoft, and I think that that's valid. I think FromSoft has proven themselves in a way in terms of making a high quality product. So I think that that's kind of fair. But I feel like most people are kind of going into Armored Core, outside of like Armored Core longtime fans, are going into it being like, hey, I trust FromSoft. You know. Yeah.
Fully agree, but I also really respect them for going like, we love, or like at least a lot, making Armored Core. We're going back and doing it again.
Yeah.
Instead of just cashing in on another Souls
Definitely.
game. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Who tries to stop me?
I even give Elden Ring credit for not having the word Souls in the title. I don't know. It's
dangerously nodding. There you go.
Haven. Oh, Unlucky Humans asking for Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi 4. Dude, that'd be
early access on September.
And we gotta wait to
21st.
TGS for that one.
Next, I am so excited to welcome to Gamescom
Alan Wake wins. Alan Wake wins finale.
Who's come all the way to Gamescom to unleash even more news on MK1, which ships in just a month. Please join me in welcoming to ONL, Ed Boon.
I feel worried seeing a guy walking across like that, though.
Yeah,
Who is this guy?
Dude, Tom, exact same thing flashed in my brain.
Hello, Ed.
It's like, this guy's more
Fancy
muscular.
seeing you here. Well, we had a lot of fun with you at Summer Game Fest revealing the first gameplay of MK, and I got to say, every
Bonafide legend,
trailer you drop just gets crazier and crazier. So what did you bring to Gamescom?
We brought probably our craziest trailer of all. You know, since we introduced the gameplay at Summer Game Fest, we couldn't believe the reaction people having to the game, and they've actually gotten their hands on the game, which has become even more exciting. I can't believe
they should license a Taylor Swift song,
combining the main characters and
it would because you can only shock people with violence so much.
Should give you an even better idea of just
Taylor
how
Swift.
That would be crazy. The internet would blow up.
There are some reveals in it. I gotta say, this is such a great asset. You guys are gonna enjoy it. Here it is, Mortal Kombat 1, the brand new trailer.
Like, the reptile trailer was pretty nuts.
I like that one too.
Outworld can be both alien and intoxicated to Earthrealmers, while our realms are at peace. There are Outworlders who would prefer us to be at war. General Shao.
Victor of the Tavarian War. Conqueror of the Quatan Plains. All of Outworld is grateful for his service.
Oh, he just left the axe. Oh, that's fun.
You would consign us to endless war.
Better that than be Liu Kang's lapdog.
Did not your illustrious father teach you that war is the last resort? Do not forget that, General.
Teleporting, hair attacks. Okay, this is cool. This is cool.
We gather once again to honor my late husband's legacy, to continue the tournament that he founded with Lord Liu Kang.
Empress Sindel.
Let us meet your champion.
Earthrealm's champion is Raiden, Your Majesty.
Is it me? Or is Earthrealm's champion scrawnier than usual?
He has earned his place by embodying the very best qualities of Earthrealm's people.
I am ready, Your Majesty. Whom shall I face?
Okay.
We will destroy your champion, Liu Kang. He will taste no victory.
Okay, the axe combat just looks so cool. With like being able to leave it behind and use it for something.
Yeah. I was half expecting like a nerf to Liu Kang, kind of like Ban from Street Fighter.
Yep. Okay.
Quite the ground pound.
That was just an injustice move.
Man, she can do a lot with the hair. That's kind of wild.
Who's your queen?
Okay.
Kind of expected him to explode from the hair inside.
Yeah. That's what I thought was gonna happen. September 19th. Did we know that date?
Yeah. I've had this pre-ordered for a while.
Looks insane. All right, time for a tonal shift. Era History Untold.
Yeah, I
We already
First
had quite the
event
tonal shift
appearance
earlier.
this week at
Yeah, I thought that
Gamescom.
looked good.
This turn-based grand strategy game is about building and leading a nation throughout alternative
It wasn't as
history.
crazy,
Here
I think,
is a
as Ed
first
Boon's
look
comments
at
led
the
you to
gameplay.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it did make me think there was going to be some wild reveal.
Yeah, really quick, I just think that game has a bit of an issue where it's like, oh, it's a soft reboot, here's a new version of this character, but as somebody that's like really familiar with Mortal Kombat, I'm kind of like, that's pretty much the same. They're pretty much the same as they were before. I don't, yeah, I think Khan looked pretty, I think the most different. Or not Khan, Shao. He's not the Khan anymore. He's General or whatever. But
in chat, TJ Lucario, we already got the Sonic Superstars trailer earlier.
YouTube.com/Gamexplain.
Just people waiting to be led somewhere extraordinary by you.
Now, it would have been really something in the Mortal Kombat trailer if we saw them all go to an arcade together.
Yes.
Will you inspire?
Oh. Struggling a little bit.
Or will you conquer?
Alex P. Kung Lao turned into Raiden. No, it's kind of weird. Kung Lao's still in the game. He's been in prior trailers.
However you choose to change
as far as I know. And Raiden's just not an elder god anymore. He's just like a human. But he retains his lightning powers, which is odd.
Yeah, they don't look any weaker or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Blizzard has had a long history here at Gamescom, and in its latest game, Diablo 4, it arrived in June and will be supported for years to come with seasonal content. Their first season of The Malignant is now underway, but in a bit of a surprise, we're now about to share with you the first news on the next season coming this fall.
And so Diablo 4 stuff.
It started small.
I've been playing Diablo 4.
Nameless people.
I think it kind of sucks.
No one would miss.
I like Diablo 3 so much more. I'm kind of disappointed.
I see.
Torn open. The church.
Were you upset by the update they had? Like one of my friends, he was playing it, didn't like the update at all.
It's just not exciting. It's not the kind of update I want in a game like that. I feel like it's all of these little things that don't really get at like the fun of Diablo.
The corruption.
And I think they have a problem right now where I feel like the game is this close to being like an auto battler. And
oh, really?
Oh, I feel like it's this close. It is. I just like make my build, and the like leveling in the game is always scaled, so it's like this degree of difficulty. So whether I'm at like level 1 or level 30, the game feels functionally the same. I never feel like I have a big jump in power. I don't know. I think the game has it doesn't rely on skill enough. It's just like build. It's just I don't know.
All of their strengths and none of our weaknesses.
I don't feel rewarded for playing the game well. I feel rewarded for having like a cheap build.
Yeah.
And they'll never see you coming. Track them.
Diablo 3 on Switch though, good time.
Nice.
Good time. Great port. Really good. Looks good. Fun to play there. Get some multiplayer with your buddies. Such a good time.
Let our stakes pierce through the hearts of the damned. But tonight, we hunt.
That's the day Sonic Superstars comes out.
Gamescom, please welcome actress and producer Gemma Chan, who is voicing the role of vampire hunter Eris in the Season of the Blood, and the general manager of the Diablo franchise at Blizzard, Rod Ferguson. Welcome to Gamescom. Hi, everyone. Gemma, this is so exciting to have you here.
Is very good at
Welcome to
turning
video
games
game
around.
world. I know this is your first video game, right?
It is. Thank you for having me. It is my first video game. I have always appreciated the power of storytelling in all its different forms, and in some ways, video games are very much like interactive cinema now. So I was so excited to play this character, and
I really like her in Crazy Rich Asians. She was dope.
You did an excellent job. I can't wait for people to hear you.
Yeah, this is exciting. You know, season 2, which will be coming, as you said, in October. What can you tell us about the character that you're playing, Eris?
So Eris is a
Eris, what is this, Destiny 2? Shout out to the one person that gets that out there.
Warrior companion as you fight your way through the perils of Sanctuary. She's complex. She's seen quite a bit of horror in her lifetime, so initially she comes across as a little bit cold and jaded, but in a fight, she will definitely have your back.
Good to know. Rod, tell us a bit about what we can expect from this new Diablo season in October.
Well, Jeff, you know, Diablo is about
Jeff, you just saw the
ultimate
trailer.
power
Yeah.
fantasy.
That's what you like. Jeff, where'd you watch it? Dang it, Jeff, wake up. We know this is a little boring, but come on.
Hours played so far. And I just want to take a second to say thank you. We're so appreciative of their enthusiasm and all the player feedback. It's going to help us make great seasons for years to come. Now, for our free second season, Season of Blood, you get to join Eris as a vampire hunter, but not just any normal vampire hunter. You're going to get cool vampiric powers and become kind of a daywalker, a vampire that hunts vampires and ultimately tracks down and faces off with the big bad vampire lord.
Wait, see, that I think it sounds compelling. That's like a good fantasy promise.
So
you know what I mean? Having your character undergo a material change like that, that's cool.
Seasons are a great time to start
Why
with
didn't
Diablo
they tell us we'd
because
be
we all
Blade
begin
in
at the same
advance?
place.
Yeah.
So come join us in Diablo.
Amazing. All right, well, thank you both for making the trek here to Gamescom in Germany, and we can't wait to meet more Eris
Good timing,
more
too, for
in
October.
October. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, Rod, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, and now it's time for another world premiere. This one is a European-made game about hope, love, friendship, and robots.
Okay.
In a world divided by disinformation,
There's a bus.
danger
There is a bus.
at every turn.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
A motley crew of misfits embark on a fateful road trip to discover their true.
Please tell me you're done.
Oh, we're just getting started, dude.
What is this music?
I believe the kids call it K-pop music.
Just K-pop.
Turn it down.
Leave my music alone. Shut the hell up.
Words have power. They can give you strength. Ready for this?
Stand still.
Words can bring people together and tear them apart. But if words hold so much power, he has no respect for you.
She's right.
The question is, what do you have to say?
I think we can all agree that my trailer voice was better than yours.
What are we jumping to next? I think Jake's done. Jake's out.
This is like too different for Jake. Oh, there's my camera.
We've been here for more than 2 hours. I'm just...
Yeah, my camera went off from it.
Well, no.
Hold on. My backup camera.
There we go. I don't understand what we're looking at.
Well, it's a panic game for the people who did published Untitled Goose Game. 2024.
Thank goodness you're here. It's going to Nintendo Switch. There's your Nintendo content.
There you go.
Game.
Nintendo's
Thank goodness
here.
you're here. And now to
look who it
completely
is.
shift the tone again, I'm here with Sam Blake, who's going to take us to a very
It's
dark
time.
place with Alan Wake 2.
Alan Jake.
Sam, welcome to Gamescom.
Alan Jake.
This game
Alan
is coming
Jake.
out in October, and we've had so much fun. We announced this a few years ago at the Game Awards and at Summer Game Fest. We met Saga Anderson and heard a little bit of her side of the story, but everyone's been asking me, and I'm certainly expect you, what about Alan's story? What can you tell us about what it's like to play as him? Tonight, I think it's finally time to answer that question.
Thank you for having us here, Jeff. Yes, finally, it's time to show our title character, Alan Wake, and his struggle to escape the nightmare dimension of the dark place, where he's been for the last 13 years.
I didn't realize we
ever
haven't seen
since the
Alan
first
Wake
Alan Wake
playing
game.
like
Long
active
time.
before
We've been
now.
waiting
That's
a
funny.
long time to play
Yeah,
another
we
one.
kinda saw different
we're
ones,
gonna
so they've been
see
holding it
some
all this
footage
time.
here, and I know you're actually using live action as well in it, right? And it's going to be kind of really blended together in a cool way.
Yeah, the dark place is a dream reality, and it keeps drawing from Alan's mind, his thoughts, his fears, his writing, and he comes from New York City, and for years he has written crime fiction set in New York City. So now the dark place takes the shape of a nightmare in New York City, and we have used different mediums in our experience, in our games for storytelling, live action for sure. This time around, we've integrated live action seamlessly into the experience to show the dreamlike nature of the dark place.
This game, I cannot wait. We don't have to wait too long. It's coming in October, but let's take a look now at the brand new trailer for Alan Wake 2. Sam, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here we go.
All right, let's see what we got.
their story. They're only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we're all ripped to pieces along the way.
No! Welcome. We have a great show for you here tonight. Alan Wake, one of my all-time favorite writers, and guests on the show. He's here to talk about his latest book. Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare, desperately trying to find the manuscript of a novel he has forgotten he's written.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember it. You're the killer, the cult leader. No! You've got the wrong man! It's my fault! It got out!
Wake has a double. Where is he now?
I don't want to be in the story, just write me out of the story.
That does look really interesting. Oh,
that looks
very
absolutely
that.
amazing, and that's going to do it for Opening Night Live. We have so many amazing games coming this fall. I want to thank all of you for being here tonight, watching online. Jasmine, thank you for co-hosting. And I got to say, we got a lot of great games coming up in the next few months, so I hope you enjoy the rest of Gamescom and get ready for what's going to be quite a debate about Game of the Year. And speaking of the Game of the Year, I'm happy to announce tonight that the Game Awards will be returning live this December, and we've got a date for you. Thursday, December 7th, the show will be streaming live everywhere. It is our 10th show, which I can't believe. We've been doing it for 10 years. We'll be live at the Peacock Theater in LA on Thursday, December 7th, and I hope to see you then. It's going to be a very, very special show. Thanks again for watching Gamescom Opening Night Live. We'll see you again next year. Good night, everybody.
All right, and there you have it. Gamescom's Opening Night Live comes to a close. 2.5 hours counting the pre-show of Jeff Keighley's curated trailers and developer experiences. Chat, let me know 1 through 10 how you're feeling about Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023. I want to see a score 1 through 10. Show me a number. On the subject of Alan Wake 3, I just want to say that I think for me where that game comes down is right now I'm seeing a lot of stuff I've kind of like seen in the horror genre before. And I think they're maybe like they're definitely taking an interesting approach for like a video game, but just generally speaking, there wasn't anything in there that I thought was like really uber specific to the product that was pulling me in. And I think where I come down on it is I need to know if that game has something to say. If that game like actually has some teeth and is like trying to make a statement about something, if there's like an emotional truth to that game. Because otherwise, just the things that were being said about like the dark world and like, oh, he writes crime fiction so he visualizes like a spooky version of New York City, that's all a little too easy for me. It's a little like it just sounds like the first idea you would have about something. So I don't know, I the way that he talked about it and the way that some of the like on the voiceover on top of the trailer, that I think was pulling me in the most. I think I was like, there was some stuff surrounding that video that I was like, man, I can kind of like feel the passion underneath this game in a way. So I'm curious to see if it comes together. I want to play it. I've not played the first two. So I'm wondering if I should. Yeah.
This is Alan Wake, right?
Yeah.
This is 2.
There's not an Alan Wake 2 that already exists?
No, this is Alan Wake 2.
What is the second 2 game that I'm thinking of then? Oh, what was the Tango Gameworks horror game? That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, I'm not sure. I was going to say maybe you were thinking of
That
Alan Wake
was,
Remastered.
yeah, I can see it in my mind.
Yeah, what was that? Oh, it's so cool. Maybe chat knows.
But the thing with Remedy is that they
Evil Within. I got them confused.
Evil Within.
I got confused. Evil Within.
Yeah.
Even because Evil Within 2, I feel like there was some similarity there with this Alan Wake trailer. So yeah, chat. Also, let me know if I should play the first Alan Wake. I think I have it like for free on PlayStation, so I can do that. But so anyway, so I just wanted to give my closing Alan Wake thoughts. That's how I'm cooking on it, just as a finale experience. Do either of you have anything of?
No, I'm definitely kind of agreeing with you there. Like it captures my interest, and I definitely think it's neat. Though I do think the voiceover to the trailer and like the hype up and the little like director conversation there was a bit more than what we got there. Like what we got there was kind of what I'm starting to expect from this game, and it looks neat. But it didn't show me anything that made me go like, "Ooh, I didn't expect that. This is really cool." Like it already grabbed my attention the last time we saw it for the style and the direction they're going for with it. As someone that doesn't know anything about it, so this didn't really do anything new on that front, other than make me go, "Okay, yeah, that it looks neat."
I hope it's as character focused as they're purporting it is. Because that's actually more unusual than you would think in a video game. And because it feels like who you're playing as and like what their personal journey is really important to the content of the game. I hope that is true in practice and not just true in the game. But I'm sorry, Tom. I think I stepped on what you were about to say.
No. I was just gonna say, like they bought a quote from Stephen King for $1 because they were inspired by his work, and it does remind me. This trailer, there was a Stephen King story where there's a writer and then like an evil version of himself. I think, and like. This is kind of like that, but this guy's dreaming of it. So we'll see if they split apart or not, like in that old Stephen King novel.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, cool. I want to say that, man, that story. Was it called Misery? Is that the one?
No, Misery's the one where he's kind of the nurse like keeps him captive and breaks his legs, I believe.
That one's. I was just thinking. I remember that one. I think it was that character was a writer, but I used to really know these books. But all right. So getting through, I asked chat 1 through 10 how they felt about this. I'm seeing a lot of 1s. I'm seeing some 4s and 5s, a couple of 7 sprinkles throughout. People did not like this. Yeah, I think a lot of people here were hoping for Nintendo stuff. Nintendo was, of course, absent from this as we thought they would be. So I can see how that would be disappointing to this crowd. Nicholas Naro says, Jake, you got to play the first one, and then you will be excited. And play with commentary. What does that mean? Play the game with can I turn on, like, director's commentary for the video game?
Like a Valve game?
Is that on there? Listen, I'll check it out. That remaster, again, I think I got that for free on PlayStation, so I'll check it out. Why not? All right, cool. Well, closing thoughts. Opening night live. Anybody?
It was all right. I think for what was here, there was actually a good variety. You had some racing games, you had some fighting games. You have a lot of games that people are excited for the next few months. Obviously, on to this channel, the lack of Nintendo kind of burns it. But I don't think that makes it a bad show. I just think we know if Nintendo brought something, it could have been better because that's what many of us here are looking for. But I do think there was a really good spread of things and like really major games here. I think if they managed to get Sony, it would have been better because Sony does have some really big titles coming up that would have been nice to get in here. So I think it was all right. It's not the Game Awards. It's not Summer Games Fest. And we kind of went in knowing it was mostly going to be updates on games that we know about already. There was not going to be the one more thing surprise. There was not going to be an overwhelming amount of world premieres. And I think it served its purpose well for what it was. But, yeah.
Tom?
Good of them to temper expectations and kind of say what to expect. I think the benefit of this is that it is at a show. We'll get a lot of impressions really soon from these games. For me, sometimes it's good to have a good mix, but some of those sort of PC, like RTS type battle games, it's like I feel like it's not the place for them in a show like this, but maybe there's an audience for it. I'd be interested to know if people like who play those games watch this show. And too bad about the guy rushing the stage at the very beginning. But at least I guess it was early on and get it out of the way. But too bad.
I think if you've watched any kind of showcase like this before with me, then you know I kind of like to look at these things putting aside the quality of the announcements, because I feel like that's out of the producer's control in a way.
Yes.
So so there's a part of me that's like, okay, so much of that is just like, you know, I think it's kind of unfair sometimes when people are like, oh, Jeff Keighley put on a really good show this time. And I'm like, well, that's just because a lot of game development happened to align right for this show and the marketing and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, I say that to preface just that. Sometimes I look at how these things were produced and how they were run from a directorial point of view, not just from the quality of the announcements, because so much more of this is, you know, you might as well just play trailer after trailer after trailer if all you care about is the announcements. So from that point of view, I felt like there was something missing in this show, that it never slowed down. It never like really laid into one game. It never made a big deal out of like one big showcase title.
I think it did for Call of Duty. I think because they had the whole playthrough, the first level.
That's interesting.
And it was like right in the middle of the show too.
Yeah, I think that for Call of Duty, I guess what I'm actually thinking about is during Summer Game Fest, there was this really cool moment for Mortal Kombat between Jeff Keighley and Ed Boon, that the game was playing and they were talking about it and they like had relevant things to say, and it felt like I was getting an experience from the presentation that couldn't be translated to a video like that they just like upload on their channel that I watch later. And and while the Call of Duty thing had a lot of time, I think they bought themselves a lot of time. It didn't feel like it was part of the show as much as it felt like Call of Duty has their time right now. So I don't know. I think when we started talking about like the live demo thing, I think that made me like a little wistful for the live demo. And just something of that nature. I think obviously you have to have the right kind of game. I don't think that kind of thing would maybe work for like an Alan Wake, for example. But I think like I don't know if this show had a star. And I think that maybe I'm recognizing that is a problem. Not for the sake of like the game being very big, because Call of Duty is very big, Mortal Kombat is very big, Alan Wake is very big, but I think like the show maybe treating something like a star. Having that like halfway point or 2/3 of the way in and being like, look at this big chunky boy. Let's talk about it. Let's slow down. Then we'll get back to the rest of the show. I think that's what I was missing the most.
Like if we got another Mortal Kombat moment for Mortal Kombat, I think it would have had that.
Yeah. Even that would have been interesting, because even in that trailer, I was like, oh, there's some cool cameo moves here that I think are really eye-catching. Like even just the ability to teleport from one end of the stage to the other. It might have been cool to just like talk about that for a second and say like, how can this be used? Why is this a cool cameo ability? And it gives you another chance to talk about the cameo system. So I don't know. I could go on, but once again, the Jeff Keighley Association should simply get in contact with my people, and I
just want to point out this fun comment in chat. This was not the best Tuesday of the summer.
Oh man, oh man! It was not the best Tuesday of the summer. All right,
a couple things. They could have changed the beat by having like that piano concert earlier on, like a more like another piece of music with more instruments in it, like later on. And I will say that Alan Wake 2 was presented better. Like ironically, the previous time it came up, they kind of faltered with the back and forth between it.
Yeah,
there was a slow build up to showing it last time that kind of made people dip out until they actually saw it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so they tidied that up this time for sure.
I think I want somebody that's not Sam Lake to talk about Alan Wake every now and then. Not to be critical of, I'm sure he's an incredibly important creative presence in the game, but I think sometimes his presence makes it feel like I'm watching the same presentation. And I think it might be helpful to have another face associated with that game that can just talk about it in a different way. Because every time I hear him talk, he kind of reminds me of like an author in a funny way, like somebody who's very concerned with the art of it all. And there was a time during this where I was like, man, I wonder if like what would happen if we just like had somebody talk about this like a video game for a second. And you know what I mean? It made it like broke it down a little bit more.
Talk about the gameplay elements.
Yeah, I don't know, but these are all, decisions that are made by many, many people. What do I know? All right, I think we can wrap this puppy up. This has been Gamescom's Opening Night Live 2023. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and tuning in on a medium well evening Tuesday. Yeah, okay. Sorry to everybody that rated this a 1 out of 10. I hope you were able to find some joy, find some fun in your afternoon with us, even if you did not like the presentation. And to those that enjoyed it, enjoy Alan Wake in October. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. I always do this. I say goodbye, but I'm not ready to hit the end stream button. I gotta find it. I do it every time.
Live,
all right, and